Alright guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube platform. I'm your host JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, massive respect to you a lot. And how to become a member, please do click the join button. So as you saw by the title, Craig Butler winning over the locals, and how impactful that could be for Jamaica football going forward. Then we are going to talk about John Wall and the JFF to look how the future actually sets for the Reggae Boyz football and the Reggae Boyz brand in total. We're going to look at that, and then definitely we have to update you guys on the Reggae Boyz performances coming through. So that's what I want the video to surround. All right, we're going to detail all of those things, and if I can take a few calls here and there, I will do so. But I think this video might serve for maximum 2.5 hours, because I do have some other videos to do later, as in watch alongs in the Olympics. So if you want to join me there, you can come over the Wemaxit channel as well. All right, so let me try and give as much people that came in some big up before we get straight into the story. So we have Lamar said big up and blessings to you. Massive respect, Lamar. RR in the building. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Gregory in the building. Massive respect as well. Alright, so let me start on it. We have done some separate videos, and maybe we will catch in the Caelan Dixon as well. And any one of the videos that, any one of the topics that we have talked on and we don't actually post a shorter video for, I am going to post it separate, like cut it out of the live stream and post it separate as well. And going forward, we're going to try and do as much of that as possible, due to the fact that we can't have so much live streams and so much contents running. All right, so we have to cut out of the live stream, so look out for that as well. Hush puppy, bless up yourself, and happy Sunday to all of you guys. So anyways, let me start with breaking it down right here. So Craig Butler, why have we stated that he's winning over the fan base? And Ramsey, bless up yourself, thanks for being here. All right, so for the longest time, all right, go back into history of Jamaica. I honestly believe that we have always struggled to look at authority and give them the respect. So that by itself tells us that Jamaica and Jamaicans will never respect authority. And who would be the authority at this point? The JFF. All right, and if you're not doing good, it makes it even worse. So a man that comes on, sell a few kids from the ghetto, or the lowest regions of Jamaica, he could easily well sell himself off as the new second coming of Jesus, and people will believe it. I'm not saying that's not true. I'm just setting the stage to explain why I'm saying that I think that Craig Butler might just be taking over Jamaica football. All right, so that in itself, a man can say, okay, he could see some hope for his kid. When it comes on to the JFF, they are the ones be blamed for almost every single thing. So if you're going to look at one side to say that this man is getting a few kids from the local sides out there, and then the federation pretty much dumping the hopes for the youths them, that in itself put him on a pedestal. All right, and at the same time, he is opening more avenues for other kids to come through. All right, so it can be perceived all sorts of ways. And I've listened to a few comments under my video, and also people that linked me directly, and they are pretty much liking what he's doing. All right, so let me go through the recent acquisition for Mr. Craig Butler here, or somewhat of an acquisition, to be honest. All right, yes, so let me go through it. They said Phoenix boss, new co-owner of JPL club Veer United. So co-owner, not a full owner, co-owner. They are going to go into more details, and you have to ask if it's actually an ownership, or they just use that title to boost her, because they have stated right below, the founder of Phoenix All-Star Football Academy and president of Phoenix Sports Management, Craig Butler, is the new joint owner of Clarendon, based on Jamaica based Clarendon based Jamaica Premier League club Veer United. All right, and then they go right here. It is understood that Butler and his team inked a 10-year agreement with club president Lawton Cousins, and will assume management of Veer United and on football related matters and the overall development of the club. So owners, I have never heard a owner, educate me if I'm wrong, I've never heard a owner given a specific amount of years. That comes off like more of a shareholder rather than an owner to me. All right, and that this is not taking away any credit from Mr. Butler. We're trying to detail it. So for me, I wouldn't use it as a owner. I would say a shareholder with the idea to say that what he has in his head, he can uplift everything. That is what I see it as. I don't think it's a co-ownership, because you can't co-own something for 10 years. If you own something, you own it. You are a part of that product. All right, you're not going to leave it after 10 years. So I think shareholder would be the better word, because shareholder, it simply means you cut your shares and leave. The owning it now is a little bit different from the shareholder. All right, yes. So I would love to see how they construct all of that. But when I read it first, I was questioning: is it owner or is it a part-time shareholder situation? All right, yes. So let me continue as to what they have stated here. Veer, formerly Jamalco FC, will now go by the name Veer Phoenix United. So definitely they are trying to put it in there to show it that it's Phoenix support. And I fully think that if they are going to sign a deal with him, you have to keep on using his brand and all of those things. So fair enough coming in from Veer itself. Fair play there. And I think Mr. Butler would want his name on it as well, because he had complained about when the JFF never placed his name on the players when they were announcing the players. So that tells you that he would love to have his name gets recognized, all right, some way, shape and form, because it will help his overall branding. All right. In the past, Butler, who is also the agent of Aston Villa's Leon Bailey, which we're going to be talking about later, and Chelsea's Dujan Richard, has been involved in local football at various levels. I've done the research on that, because in the last video I've stated a few things and I said I'm going to do my research. So I've done those research. All right, yes. Last season he guided Mona High School to an historic first Issa Manning Cup title and had a short stint in charge of Humble Lions in the 2014 top flight season. His team, Phoenix Academy, currently plays in St. Anne Division 1. That now, I think people give him a mixed message on that, to say that they are not currently playing in there. So that is something that I would love to get the deeper details on. So anyone watching, let me know if Phoenix actually be playing game in the St. Anne Division 1. Along with work in youth football, Butler serves as president and coach at St. Andrews FC in Malta, and recently partnered with Belgian third division club URSL Visse. What I know about both of those, the St. Andrew FC one, he was a coach and also trying to develop and stuff. That never really ended as best as what it could have. All right. That never ended as best as what it could have, and also the Belgian third tier division as well never ended as best as what it could have. All right, so let me continue. We're going to go back right there, go back in that little same patch. After finishing, Veer United last season finished 9th on the Jamaica Premier League standing, having recorded 7 wins, 6 draws and 13 losses to end on 27 points. So they have done a solid work. So that's it for Craig Butler. First thing, 10 years agreement. That is a good enough time for him to make his splash right there. And I do think that them changing the name to Phoenix involve, I think that's going to highlight the club itself and bring more faces there. All right, so that's one thing. Is it going to work out as it relates for the club itself? I've stated yesterday, I don't know. Based off all is managerial setups. Think Phoenix turn out good enough, yeah. And I think Mona I turn out good enough. But the rest, you could say the 2014 spell in Lion never ended up well for him. The spell in St. Andrews FC never ended up well for him in Malta. And the Belgian spell never ended up well for him. All right, so you could see a lot of fail programs of Mr. Butler right here, but though some of them are at higher level. The Belgian club, I think it's at a higher level, and professionalism a little bit different, so maybe it's harder to deal with. And the St. Andrews one is at a higher level, so maybe you can say you fail to some extent, but still gain enough knowledge to come and be successful in Jamaica. Because after that, he was successful with Phoenix. And he was successful with Mona. All right, yes, and so I think at this point you have to give him the benefit of the doubt to see if it can be a success or not. That's what I would say right there. Let me know, guys, in the comment section if you think this will be a successful venture for Mr. Craig Butler, and then we go on the kids them and who is motivating and how he's winning over the fans. All right, and how people might just make him be a success at Phoenix United. All right, big up yourself. Thanks for being a Ranger. Says apparently Lenny Hyde, and we are going to get to the coach as well, because what we had just stated showcased that it might just, the people might just make him more of a success faster than anything else. All right, and that's what I was trying to say. Here the football, bless yourself, thanks for being here. Omar Fowling in the building. Vise was a flop, manipulation. Yes, I had said it's a flop. I've been straight up, but at the same time, this can be an over-the-top success because it doesn't require much to be a success in Jamaica football. That is one thing. All right, so you can look upon it from two sides as well. I hope not to see his players playing like trash based on his mouthpiece. All right, man brings a buzz to the JPL. I agree as well, RR. I think he will bring a buzz there. Omar Fowling said, for Veer to make money, they will have to try and get into Concacaf with schoolboys from Mona. He will not win the JPL. He will need better youth. So maybe, obviously, if you're giving a coach a role, the coach will have to advise him on certain things. Chris King says, JPL, I got nice now. I see a Moby versus Mount Pleasant and a Speed versus Butler rivalry. That could be something, but I heard that he's not going to be directly the coach. So that itself could take away some of the sting right there. Ranga says, Butler was never a coach in Belgium. He acquired a stake in the club, so that can't count against his record. But Rangas, you have to listen to me properly. I am not giving off any bad energy on Mr. Butler. I have started off very, very neutral, and I'm just giving takes. I never said he was a coach in Belgium at no point. I said that he was a part of the Vise and it was a failed program. He was still on this. It's this exact thing he's doing here that he did in Vise. Based off this. He's a stakeholder in Veer United. They just use ownership to make it seems a little bit different. Because once you're going to give a number of years on it, you ain't no owner. You're a stakeholder and you come with an extra package ranger. So just relax. We are not here to bring down Mr. Butler or nothing. I am actually giving him as much credit as possible. All right. Before we go anywhere, why have I not even done that? Let me see. How much likes on the video, guys? Drop the amount of likes that you're seeing on the video. Because I've not done a lot of things because I got caught up in a conversation. All right, yes. New Wave Entertainment said the great JD one Veer Phoenix. All right. Alan Waterburn says greetings. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Omar Fowlin said JD, do you really think CB will keep quiet while the coach do their thing? Well, he has not done anything as yet bad, so I'm not going to be here to beat him. All right, I'm here just to put information out and try break down a few things here and there for the Butler segment. Remember, we have a lot of more segments coming up for 2.5 hours. All right, and Butler segment already crashing through 15 minutes, and we have not even break down some more pieces right there. Omar Fowlin tried to spin it all places. Omar Fowlin, you're not going to let me set that stage. All right, Leon Price said, JD, I'm quite impressed with Arnett game. They look good on very super B feel. Okay, well, that's good. That's good. All right, Kevin Jones, bless up yourself. Thanks for being here. Butler Vision is a wait and see for me. This is great for JPL. So New Wave not taking it. JD, I disagree. He is now in a management capacity at Veer. I am not a Butler defender, but the Belgium one was just acquiring minority shares. Please go back and read a little bit more on it. Please go back and read a little bit more on it, and you will realize it's an identical thing right here. Please, all right? Whether or not he wanted to take it up, but it was the identical thing. Please, just go back and read a little bit more on it. Or if you want, you can text me and I will send you all the documents so you don't have to research or nothing, and you will see for yourself, all right? I don't talk out of turn. Craig Butler getting more power in Jamaica football. We are doomed. Oh my God. All right. RR said, man, we'll have all the Clarendon School boys on trials with Clarendon School dominated Issa. All right. Okay. Arnett was okay, not impressed. Omar Fowlin says. John Powell, bless of yourself, thanks for being here. Massive respect. 1 second, guys, let me share the video around. Because I'm going to be only 2.5 hours on. Oh my God. Ranger, sometimes I think people don't hear what I've said, you know. I honestly believe that people just don't hear what I've said. You understand me? I have simply said that it's a similar capacity he's going to have the job in. And I'm almost certain that is true. I'm almost certain that is true. So it's not an argument. All right? It doesn't matter what word they have used for you. I know what it is. All right? All right. All right. Oh, my God. 1 second, guys. Give me a second to share this around for the people. Because you have some people always complaining about them not getting any notification. So I'm trying to cater for them a little bit. Alright? Yes. It's not going to always be like that. Alright. It just surprised me. Oh, people always keep an honest, open eyeball out. Stop making definitive statements if you don't have any proof. Alright? Yes, and that is one of the reasons why people can take over things very, very easily. All right, stop making definitive statements if you don't have any information to back it. All right, and that's what I've tried to do a lot more often. All right, yes. So, Ranger or Ranger, please don't make those statements without knowing the full story about certain things, Big Boss. All right. Alright, so that should be solid enough for us now. Enough. I think that people can get the notification at this point. Let me flip over to the bigger screen and let me continue right here. Alright. Alright, so let me get the rest of the comments here. Alright, so alright. We have Aubrey, big up yourself. It was poor. Premier 7 said this may be a controversial talk, but Craig Butler may be the only local man who could lead the Jamaica men's national team, but it won't happen. Alright, that's what Premier 7 says. Do you believe Premier 7? I don't believe Premier 7. And the information that I have would back my statement to say that would not be anywhere to success. He has to prove that to me, to be honest. All right. So Premier 7, I understand you feeling that way, but at this point, the Jamaica national team is not dubbed with only local players. It's dubbed with players that Mr. Butler have never trained, never worked with in his whole lifetime. The closest he has is Leon Bailey. That's it, period. All right, and with that said, you cannot guarantee any success. So I don't think, and I don't even think he has the level of education to push a team like that. It doesn't come off so easily, people. All right, I understand where you're coming from, Premier 7, but I don't think that will gain any success of any note at all. I'm sorry to break that bubble right there, Mr. Premier, but no. I don't think that will be anything of any success. He can do what he's doing in Jamaica and produce something nice. Alright, he can do that. But aside from that, I don't see anything more being no big success. Alright? All right. Yeah, man. But remember, Premier, we only use information to back our conversation. And based on what I saw, I don't think he has the footballing knowledge to run a national team. Because remember, it's not just Jamaica, Jamaica playing someone. All right, and that someone might have way more education. No, not might. They will have more education than him, and he will have maybe more players. But those players can easily get fed up and don't believe in you as well. So you have to set the stage and put everything in it before you make certain statements. Because for me, it's not easy to get certain things done when you have an already built package. An already built package will come out. You have to command certain respect. All right. So people have to know that you know what you're doing on the field. You have coached those type of persons before. You're not going to pick up a person. Not saying Mr. Butler is a nobody, but in terms of coaching, he is a nobody in terms of coaching. You understand me? He has never coached nowhere near this level that you would want to throw him in, and that's a recipe for failure. All right, because we saw even better persons took the helm and can't get it over the line. What is Butler's role at VPU? Management, so backroom and also involving scouting. And what we heard that CC top brasses will be there. The CC team will come with him, so that will be a good help. That will be a good help for him. All right. Yes, so that's it for Mr. Butler. So I'm hoping that he does offer something to the Jamaica football brand, which Jamaica football brand, which I think he will, because I've stated that already. I do believe that he will bring something to the brand. I honestly think so. Even if people want to disagree with me, I think he will bring something across the table, so even if he actually fails. Even if he actually fails as a management, I think that extra notoriety that he's going to bring to the JPL will be good enough for them, because they were always screaming for notoriety. So let's see when they do get it, what they do with it right there. So I think it's a lot of bases that he could be successful in, and not necessarily on the said team that he's at. All right. So we saw Michael Thomas in the building. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Mindset said, yes, JD, I am happy you're moving on from Butler. Oh my God. It's a part of Jamaica development. And I am going to talk about the final topic on Mr. Butler. Then we will leave it now. Alright? Because I heard people saying they are glad that I'm leaving it. Oh my God. So what I would say now, I strongly believe that he's winning over the people. Alright? And what that entails, the people will aid him in order to be successful in this job as well. So players will want to go there because he has the Phoenix brand behind him, the Leon Bailey brand, the Whisper brand behind him as well. So you could see they're getting players just based off the strength of Mr. Butler being there. All right, and that could force for success. And even if he has even ounce of success right there, it's going to actually move worse. So you guys are complaining, saying that it's not a big deal. If he ever got any inkling of success there, even a young core of players started to go overseas and not win anything in the JPL, I can tell you, the Jamaica Federation is done after that. The current Jamaica Football Federation is done if he gets any success out of that. Alright? Because remember, he already has his name. But if he puts something big on the board like a success towards JPL, believe me, they vote out every damn people out of the current administration, and it goes straight to Mr. Butler. 100%. Alright? Yes, so that's why I said he's winning over the crowd. I've listened to people, and I think that a lot of people, not even a lot of people, they were already on the same stance as Mr. Butler. They were already on that stance, because remember, the opposing party wanted to go full local. Mr. Butler was already on that team with a plethora of other individuals that share the same sentiments as himself. Alright, so if he goes there and shows that he can put it in, he can put it in the practical side, it's only going to be a problem for the current JFF administration. Alright. So leave your thoughts, guys, as it relates to Mr. Butler and his new role at Phoenix United. Alright. I think it's going to be a positive, regardless of which way we try to spin it. Alright. Yes, I'm very sorry. I know it seems like I'm picking up for Mr. Butler a lot, but I only go where the story leads me, people. And that story is telling me that Mr. Butler will be a success there, regardless of winning the Premier League or not. Alright. Plus, now that he's a part of the JPL, he may have voting rights now through the clubs. That's a good way to look at the Chris King, and he can influence more people with his success. Alright, so that's the situation at this point. So that is Mr. Butler, and we are done and dusted on the Mr. Butler argument. Let me move over to John Wall and the JFF, and this is going to tie in with Mr. Butler as well, people. It's going to tie in with Mr. Butler, and this is how Mr. Butler keep winning over the people. All right, so as you saw, the disastrous display from the Jamaica Reggae Boyz U20 team. Conceded 15 goals, scored none, created 2 big chances in the entire damn game. Alright, all 3 games, 2 big chances. One from Welsh and one from Adrian Reed. John Wall stated that he doesn't believe that the current crop of local players and the overall strategy that we're trying to go with is the way out. We are going to fail miserably. And we did. But they moved on from John Wall, even though they changed their terming of the word to say they relocated him. They relocate a man that was already in this position that they relocated him to. So that means they have not relocated him. They fired him from the U20s squad or management role and let him stay where he was before. Because remember, if you have a spot, someone can't relocate you back in that said spot that you're currently occupying. Okay, that is telling me, listen to me guys, I am a YouTuber on Imaxit. I am a YouTuber over Wemaxit. Okay, I am going to relocate you back over Imaxit that you're on, and remove you from Wemaxit. No, you just removed me from Wemaxit. So you fired me from Wemaxit and say, concentrate on your job that you have over here. So the wordplay, a lot of people eat it up because a lot of people like to sell a sensationalism for JFF because it gains them some notoriety. Because on which they couldn't earn on their own. You understand me? Yes, so a lot of people would jump on it. But I've never bought it from day one. I've stuck on it to say that they fired him. And that's exactly what they did. All right. Obviously, you can go down into metrics of saying that if they say the fire word and use the fire word, they might have to pay off John Wall, but they still might have to pay off John Wall regardless. All right. Yes. So, anyways, after all of that, John Wall was proven correct that the local players can't cut it. You have several players that was not up to par. Very, very terrible. All right. I'm going to pull up some of those players. All right. Sorry, but I might have to do it. All right. I might have to pull up the players them regardless. All right. So let me pull it up right here. All right. So it will be coming up, guys. All right. Let me try go back to. All right, so let me pull it up here. Schedule. All right, so U20. So that's the U20 right there. Let me see if I can get it up. All right, so maybe it will be a struggle to find it. All right, but I think I still can. I might have to go right here. Statistics. All right, so very good. So I found Jamaica. All right, I found Jamaica. All right, so this is it for Jamaica right here. All right, so we have some players. Let me get some of those players in. All right, so this player I would say might be one of the biggest letdown right here, which is Adrian Reed. I expected way more from him because I heard about his passing completion and all of those things, and I don't think that he lived up to the billing. And you remember, the reason why I pointed out the best set of players them that we claim that we had on the roster is to show you how if the best set of players them can't cut it, what will happen with the less players on the roster. All right, so the best set of players was Christopher Ainsworth, him, Romain Blake, and I thought that every damn one of them was very, very poor. Extremely poor. I can't understand what I was seeing. Big up yourself, Drew Ross, massive respect. Warren Webster, Young King, Decollard, RR, and Brian Burke in the building. Massive respect. We are breaking down we're discussing the John Wall situation. Alright, so John Wall proven that he was correct. He was correct on the way he looked at the situation, what was required. So we are hearing that John Wall, that occupied 3 slots, was removed from the U20, and then he occupied the assistant coach role and the talent identification. Talent identification was slightly different. Still need to do some homework on the talent identification part, but he occupied those slots. So at this point, we have heard that he was removed from the assistant role, which I expected that, and also the talent identification role as well. The last time we had checked, we heard from the president from the JFF. The president from the JFF said that he would love to work with, he thinks that we're going to continue to work with Wall, and people sending out information to say that he got sacked 2 days before. So it comes back to the point that Wall was telling the truth, and it comes back down to the point to say who really running the current JFF administration. Before they speak, are they talking to each other? Are they collecting information, or they're just out there? Because the president came out and stated that yes, Wall will be an integral part of our team going forward. And then 2 days, the same time, the guy letting him know that, but Wall got fired 2 days ago, or they part ways with Wall 2 days ago. So how the president doesn't know that? Then the president was told by our previous coach that he's going to be leaving. Then the Gensec and Mr. Speed had said that they never knew that the coach was going to leave. Mr. Speed said that he expected it. But the Gensec said he never knew anything at all. So is it that they are not communicating with each other? And that itself can give you the perception to say that it is a party shop running type of organization, where which if you are not communicating, the lowest basis of communication you're not doing before you actually speak. That is bad, you know, guys. You get me? So with the combination of the people I'm telling them, because the previous coach told them what is success and showed them what he could have done, and he was not giving what he wanted. Wall showed them what he could have done, he was not giving what he wanted as well. And them having the pure lowest communication skills, which is shocking. The lowest level of communication skills. So you see why and how it ties into Craig Butler doing certain things can turn out to be beneficial for him and to topple this current JFF administration. You understand me? Because every bad thing that they're doing is on the public scene. Alright? Did they fire Marion Garden as well? No. He's going to be a rotation piece. You know that already. They already say those things. But these are the things that makes everything kind of bad. You see what I'm saying, Lee Young? These are the things that makes it kind of bad, and people will not believe in them. So I think they are fighting for their imagery rights, but I think they are damaging their own imagery rights more than anything else. Guys, get the likes up, share, and subscribe. All right? We know it's early Sunday morning, but we have a good core here, so let me burn down the building. And later I will be doing Nigeria, so join me there. If I have more energy, I might rally back to do Canada as well, because the Olympics going on and some quality football playing, and you could learn to see how far the other nations are over Jamaica, and maybe see how much the overseas input actually help Jamaica teams, because without that, I think Jamaica will be at the lowest part of football. I'm talking the lowest part of football. All right, Samson, bless up yourself, thanks for being here. Massive respect. All right, John Wall was right, but he was still not getting the team cohesive. That might be true, but we never saw him with that group that he wanted. And a man tend to not play as best when he doesn't have the things that he wanted as well. So maybe he has more things in his locker and could have done more, but we never got the chance to see so. JFF is a joke thing, Damian Gibbons stated. And at this point, they are the ones making it look like they are a joke thing. The board does not often. Their messaging is not in sync. That is true as well. Wall mentioned he need more players for the next round, which simple justified his point. Yes, that is true. Blake regressed really bad. He should focus on being a CDM. Well, he can focus on being whatever he wants. He has a lot of work to do. Butler is outsmarting the JFF. I wouldn't say he's outsmarting the JFF. I think the poor movements from the JFF in the public's eyes. Because remember, perception becomes reality in the people. Alright? It doesn't matter how bright you claim to say you are. From a man perceive this about you, and the masses perceive this about you. That is it for you. It doesn't matter. Alright? Yes. So at this point, they are doing so bad of a job in certain aspects. It's just making it extremely bad, extremely easy for their opponent to just slide in. We have Cranky live here. Big up yourself, Cranky. Hope all is well with you and the family. Deco says, but JD, me here say whatever happened in the ceremony, Decolard, we are in 2024 and we are in all cultures. So if you don't want to watch it because the ceremony had something in the ceremony, Decolard, that's it. I have not seen the ceremony, but I've definitely watched the games, and I've not seen anything of that sort in that part of the Olympics. I've watched basketball and I've watched the football, and I've not seen nothing what you're talking about. I might have seen, you might have seen it in the ceremony, but it's not partaking in the actual events. So you can watch the events, alright? I know you're saying no Diddy and all of those things. I think it's very immature. John Wall took his team to TNT and did poor. Yes, maybe not his team because he still had a list of people that he wanted. Some here, and then we have a super chat already from New Wave said Butler and Speed has the same goal, selling players. Butler has a clear vision. Butler should also stay away from JFF. Alright, so New Wave is giving his take. He's saying that Butler should stay away from the JFF. Alright, yes, maybe that's good for both parties, himself and also Jamaica, you never may know, yeah, because maybe Butler might lead towards what he would always say that he wants. Alright, so at this point, guys, we're on John Wall's situation, and it's not looking good. I think he has exposed the JFF to show that if you don't, over the years, it was the other coaches right, Simos was right, Schaefer's was right, all of the other coaches saying that they can't work with a certain core alone, they want the full autonomy to pick from. It's the only way to go. So Mr. Spade saying that a coach has to go on board with the current coach, that is not good enough. Whatever metrics we use at U20s, that is not good enough. You understand me? So we are learning a lot. We are learning a lot. Alright, and it's looking bad on the JFF at this point. I would hope that they will redeem themselves in the future by hiring a good coach, alright, and having a good plan. But I can't say that will be a real thing until it happens. Alright, so massive respect for the super chat, New Wave. Alright, Mindset says I will not watch those games either. That mockery of Christianity was deplorable. Okay, well, I never saw that, so I can't make up my mind of something that I never saw. Alright, that's why we shouldn't blame Grim for running as fast as he could. But I never blamed Grim. You heard my take on Grim, and I never blame Grim. Even though you have all of my people on the channel beating me, I never blame Grim at one bit. I said that they tried to con the guy, and the guy conned them at the same time. That's two different things, you know? Yes. Arrogance and ego are damaging our football. Wall and Larn spoke up and lost their jobs. 100%. Alright. So we have covered two topics. I'm going to open the phone line to take calls on those topics. Alright. And if you guys want, I could, but I don't necessarily want to. I think I will stay with the phone calls. Alright. Jura says, don't be surprised if you see Wall working with Butler and his new team. Well, I don't know if they can pay him, and that would show some level of loyalty from Wall, to be honest, because I know that they can't pay him the fund, but he would have still gone there because maybe it could have benefited him in some other ways as well. Alright? Tevin says, JD, the under-20 team need professional players overseas. We know that, but that will never happen because we have a quota system. I don't know if you had read the articles, Tevin, but we have a quota system that has to be 13 plus 7. And they have said that you can come in and state the claim for the rest of the players then. But clearly, they are not saying that you can pick the 21 players that went on there. So they are just using that as sham. Alright, I don't believe it. It's a sham system. Alright, yes. I never said you blamed him. No, I know I never said you, but others. Others, yeah. It's all over YouTube, DJ. Deco, I have not seen it, Deco. And to be honest, for people to have so much problems with people living their own lives, I think that says something about the people that have so much problem that live in their own lives. And as I've told you my experience when I just came here and I saw people over their own corner doing their thing, but because I'm coming from Jamaica, I want to go and hurt the people that I have no business doing. They were not troubling me. They were not on the same street as me. I saw them over there. But because I was taught to do something to those people, the mindset of Jamaicans, I am trying to go over there to do them something. I think that is immature and uneducated. So I think we have to be more informed and how to deal with people. You leave there, turn the TV off, switch the station. Focus on what you want to focus on. I said that I only saw the basketball and the football. And I don't know, Decolard, you're still talking about that after 20 minutes. So that tells me it is something more wrong with you rather than the people them. Alright, because they know what they want. They are in their one corner. I don't care about them. You understand me? I am living my life. Alright, I know who I am. Alright? If they want to diss God, you have to realize in this world in Decolard, you have to, Deco, you're coming from an uneducated, uninformed standpoint on this subject. You have a lot of gods in the world. You have a lot of gods in the world. You have your gods. You have your God. Other people have their gods as well. So we don't know if the other gods condone those things. So let we not take our stream to somewhere that you're not educated to of the discussion on. Because I'm telling you, because I have learned more. Alright, so what we believe in, you have way more people in this world don't believe in what we believe in. Alright, so we don't take up that topic that we're not fully educated on. We have to be honest to ourselves. And maybe we need to start doing that a lot more. Alright, because we're not educated on a lot of things. Because our culture is a culture of very much boxed in. So we are not educated on a lot of things. So let me leave that alone. Alright? Alright. I know my God. You know your God. They have their own lives. So we leave them alone, Decolard. I'm going to build a stream and talk about that, Decolard. I wanted to stay on football affairs. Please. New We've said Jamaica has the best talent pool throughout the Caribbean. I believe they are hindering a success with this quota. I don't believe that Jamaica has the best talent pool across the Caribbean. Alright? I think we have good players. That's true. But I don't know if we have the best. Alright? Yes. But with better people around, we could get more out of our talent. But me knowing, having more information, I don't think Jamaica has the best talent pool across the Caribbean. JJ said, no, JD, it's not about them living their lives. That's fine. It's about them mocking a religion. But that said, that's France, not the Olympic. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. And that's all I'm saying. I don't want to get involved because I never even saw the situation. Alright? So if Decolard doesn't want to watch the entire Olympics, it's okay. I understand. Arby said, if we keep getting overseas players in our program, where does that leave our local players? If you keep an eye, the last time I've recalled, when we are building a bridge, when we are building a wharf, we hire everyone from overseas. So why we never said where we leave the Jamaican people? You don't realize what we're doing. The only time we have a problem, the only time this becomes a problem is when we are in charge. But anytime people want the best, they go for the best people. This is the first time I am seeing people saying that where it leaves the local players them. The local players them have a JPL, they have a life, they have a management, they have an academy. You go and fix your own damn self. The reason why the English players them come here is because they have a life, they have an academy, they have a management, and their management this guide them towards Jamaica. So my question, Arby, what are the responsibilities of these people? Are we just telling people not to do nothing and we give them a job? Coaches getting job without no experience. Players getting jobs without no experience. It's like we're living in a fantasy world. We don't need to help people. People need to help themselves. We get that that's why we keep on failing the youths them, because we're not setting anything for them to actually attain. They are just getting things and the whole of them are come back to Jamaica because they got exactly what they want. They don't fight for nothing. So they are going to be anything at all. If they just get put in the national team by a quota system, that is already telling me that the other people are better than you and you have to put a bridge there for you to get in it. You're not telling me that you have run 50 hills up a Blue Mountain peak and getting stronger. So if you're not as educated as them, you're going to make sure you're running as hard as them. So when you catch up on the education part, you might have an advantage over them. You are not telling me those things. You are telling me that what is going to happen to them. Oh, this and that. Brother, when you come a foreign, that's why the foreign base players them are better than the Jamaican players them. It's not naturally, maybe they have the better natural gifted talent. It's just because they have faced the responsibilities from maybe 3-4 years old. They know that this is your chore. If you don't do it, you're not going to get compensated. Alright, you're going to go in a corner and you're going to get punished for something. You're not going to just get given something extra. Oh, you don't do that. You know what? You're not good enough. You know what? Make the national team. Listen to what you're saying, you know. You're not good enough. I think you're not good enough. But you know what? You still have to go in the national team because you need some more reps. What? Guys, sometimes we need to repeat what we're saying a few more times and look how it truly sounds. Alright? I know a lot of people, their ego will get hurt, so they have to run off. But that is reality. And that's why a lot of you guys go overseas as well. This has nothing to do with football. Go overseas and has to go back to Jamaica. You know why? Because you have not gotten nothing given to you, so you can't survive. Because our society does things like that to us. It builds us up to fail. And I will never say anything different. Alright? We need to get talent from across the Concacaf region into the JPL to lift the league. Alright? Our culture and our unwillingness to work is in a structured environment. That is very, very much true. Can't understand these people. Local players are not ready. No, but I understand the concern. What will happen to them? But I've not heard that the JPL league stopped. The last time I heard that you have a lot of more academies coming up more than anything else. So what happened to the responsibilities of those people? Because the last time I saw Whisper Good Enough, he leaves the country. The last time I saw Whisper Good Enough, he leaves the country, right? He leaves the country. The last time I heard Caelan Dixon Good Enough, they gave him a nod. The last time I heard Zimenez Good Enough, he got international team, he got a transfer. So why we need to put a quota when every time someone good enough, they got something? That simply means people of full education evaluating footballers know what footballers is. Alright, so they go for those players that's doing their job. Alright, so if in order for you to get in the team, what will happen to the local players then? Pull their own damn weight. That's all. Pull their weight. That's all. And that's what they need to do. And I think the JFF need to stop cap for votes. Better you do good for Jamaica, then you try to get reinstalled, because you already told me that you're not getting nothing of not getting nothing being a part of the JFF. So what are you afraid of? What are you afraid of to lose if you're not getting anything? And if you love Jamaica, set some true standards. Make people get upset, but they are going to be respecting you, because they are going to respect themselves after. Because once they know to do that and know to put their pots on fire, consistently, even when they drop off, they can go back up the ladder. They are going to have respect for you. Maybe they can't understand it at first, but they will respect you. Look at my channel. Look at my channel. A perfect example. I am not a person that sells the narrative of not working for nothing. I am a person of working for everything and gain it the hard way. So when it breaks down, I can build it back up because I know how to do it. I've gained the knowledge. People hate me when I make certain takes because I'm different. I sound different from majority of the people that they are listening to. But when it happens, a lot more people have respect for me. Because they said, okay, this man said the unpopular thing, prove that this will happen. And then it happened. So they learn more about that. I might not rise the fastest, but you know what? I'm going to be the most consistent. And how ironic, from the day I am here, I'm the most consistent channel. Because I built core fan base by seeking knowledge. You see, guys? So it's a perfect example to use, you know. I could have just always run down what you want to hear, because I know that once you say Jamaica, you just tell them what they want to hear and hype up everything and you gain everything what you want. But I chose not to do that because you know what? I love the people them. I want to see the best for the people them. So I have to tell you the truth. And even if you're going to hate me for that, I'm going to tell you the truth. Because someday in your life, you are going to see that, oh God, I respect that guy over there because he never tried to sell me cocoa juice. He told me the truth. And he didn't really care that he's going to lose a fan there and not benefit himself. He truly wants Jamaica to be better. You see, you saw it look different now, guys, because a lot of people come here and said I don't like Jamaica and I don't like the players them. But truly what I'm saying is what to make them a standout. I've seen players respect me more than they respect a lot of people that hype them up in the end. I've seen that turnaround. Because you know what? When they went overseas, they got to realize what I'm saying is the truth. You understand me? So let me start telling our youths them the truth and make them win. Let them win for longer periods, people. Let them win for longer periods. Alright, I'm going to drop the number so people can call in before we get over into the Reggae Boys abroad. Alright, we are going to be talking about Caelan Dixon now. Good morning, Omar Henry. Massive respect. Thanks for being here. So we're going to be talking about Caelan Dixon. Let me pin this number so people can call in. You can call in only via the WhatsApp, because if you call me direct, it's going to say that you're a scammer. And I don't believe that you are a scammer. Alright? But that's how Belgium phone system sets. Or maybe it's just the cell phones. So maybe even from your location, it would be saying the same as well. Alright, so let me pin it at the top so you guys could get to see it. Alright, so guys, do a little bit better on the likes. Alright, I know that a lot of you guys weren't here from before, but get the likes past 100. I think that we are not doing good. So 200 should be the target for what we set out to do. Alright, this is the realness Sunday morning. Alright, realness Sunday morning. So get the likes up. You can't tell me that you can't see the like button now, alright? And let me get the phone line up and running. And share the video around so more people could see it. So let me get the phone line up and running. So Caelan Dixon. Caelan Dixon, I never got a chance to talk on that extensive. Alright, JJ said Chinese build road in Jamaica. They used half of Jamaican workers. Aubrey, please go back and do your research. We only get work when the work is done. Like all of their spots are filled. Aubrey, so stop making up stories. Maybe because they don't see the need to lift other people from so far, it's going to be too costly. That's the only way Jamaicans get a job on that. And it was not instated by the Jamaican government either. JJ said, I think it's a ego thing. If they admit the players aren't good enough, they have to admit the coaches aren't good enough. Their academies / clubs isn't good enough. They aren't good enough. Then we have Tycoon in building says, Dean Burton, Paul All, Fitzroy Simpson, thank you. All you guys was in the main player Jamaica was a part of the main players to reach the World Cup. No quota, Christopher Williams. Even getting 9, these people still in favor of local players. Alright. Laugh out loud. Flagsmen or the local working on the road. Yes, but alright, I think that's what I'm saying. Aubrey trying to fight his case. We have watched Jamaica sold out the entire country for the whole time over the last 30 years, from the cane pieces, the backside, the airport. Alright, so Big Boss, it's not something new. Alright, it's not something new. And I think it's always have to do with our ego. You know? If we have a little bit more belief, set some standards, we might have not given away most of our biggest assets to the country. Alright? So, we have talked about those two topics. John Wall, the JFF Craig Butler. Now we're going to go on Caelan Dixon. Caelan Dixon was linked to Charlton Athletic, and it's coming from over their side. The first thing I want to say before I get into anything, when I'm here talking about things, Mr. Dre, Marlon, don't jump down for me. Stop making conclusive statements, or else I'm gonna beat you when you get it wrong. You remember when I told you guys that the player was put in the national team to get caps to be sold? Guys, that was 2 weeks ago, and the whole of them jumped down on me. Oh, him never get no link to England. Him never get no this. Him never get no that. People, just please put yes. Warren Webster, Brian Burke, all of them, man, they put yes. Because you guys were here when them jumped down on me. So I'm gonna dust out Marlon when we see him next time. Even though Marlon and my brethren. You see, guys? So John Wall situation and this situation, in one day, I've proven to you guys, stop jump to believe these people. Alright? Stop jump to believe these people. I am proving right again. Alright? So, anyways, they said based off what they saw he did in the national team. In the national team, they like his overall what he could achieve in the future, and they would like to work with Caelan Dixon for the Charlton team. Down at that tier, the mathematics are a little bit different. I have not read through the rules, but it still takes work permits to get there. Maybe less than what you get in the Premier League. We had the rules the other day. I'm going to run through it, but it still takes the work permit. What the amount of games he has actually gotten for the national senior team would be the perfect amount to get him a nod to go into League One. Big up yourself, Lansley Blake. Massive respect. All right. So I think it would be a good move for him. I heard a lot of people come in and say that, oh, it's a step down. I think if you said it's a step down for Caelan Dixon to go to Charlton, I think you have never watched football a day in your life. Or you are a part of the bunch of people overhyping these players. Alright? Yes. And that is our biggest problem right there. Alright? He's over 18 as well. Over 18 requires the work permit. It actually requires it. So Mr. Dre, Marlon, all of them that wanted to come and fight, make sure when you turn up again, because I'm going to call them out. Alright, so the first thing I'm saying is he's not bigger than the level. We have just seen him played. He's not up to the high level football. That is just the facts. League One is not a lower level than the JPL. It is a way higher level than the JPL. A way higher level. Alright, so we get our first call. We have Big Bad Martin in the building. Big up yourself, Martin. How you doing, Big Boss?
I'm in there, JD. Big up, man. Big up, man. Me have to call in with a statement where you just say, where you say somebody say, Caelan Dixon make a step down.
Yes. People came in my comment section, said it. You know, people text me personal, say it, and I had to school them on it and say, people, what wrong with you? No, we don't just get 9. We barely can play football. What would we actually think? Other people playing football for their lives. They invented football. But for some reason, we are going to be on an island and think that we are better than everybody else. The level of delusion is just making it embarrassing. You understand me? I don't know if they are just selling people false hope. But one thing I do know, I am not a part of the false hope cult.
Yeah, man, a false hope, them I say, all them for sell you to step down now. As I say, I mean that's why I like watch your program in a JD. Anybody will make that statement that if I want YouTuber, if I want normal commenter, they need to go watch more football and stop. Just stop. Most of them will watch, most of them will make them statement there, only Jamaica football alone they watch, So the level is like the mind stuck in a Jamaica atmosphere when they come on to the football levels of the world. As me say, I watch Olympic, France, the USA, 3-love. It was France balling. That's so far Jamaica and that's a USA. And we are get beat up by USA 9-love. Because most of the players that will make the Olympic team could have played the under 20. But them are the better crops. So them get the chance to play in the Olympics. So if the Olympics nobody that go play, and most of them play they were in the Olympics, so that they in a more couple of them were in the under 20 where we get 9 love from. And them go collect 3 love from France. So them go to Australia and then them go beat Australia 4 love. Why them collect 3 love from France and can beat Australia 4 love? Because there's levels in football, JD. There's levels. Me hear on YouTube, I may come out and bash him. Me hear him make statement about preparation for the under 20. Preparation, yes, preparation is a problem in Jamaica a long time. But you know what the problem is if we beat one team, I was scrape through and beat one team like a Mexico, so we beat one Honduras or something. You never hear the preparation talk. So you know as a person we have sense and can read between people like them we are hypocrite. That's a hypocrite statement because you know what JD, if we scrape through, if we would have scraped through another under 20 and none of them we are chat
60 more years of failure coming behind it. And bragging on one result. Yeah. I agree, Carla. I agree.
When talk about preparation, you know what they would have do? They would have overhype the system and the worst thing, you know.
Yes, agreed. Agreed.
That first they made the hypocrite statement. I mean, hope him a watch. I mean, hope him friend them go tell them because they know who. So them can me now look no friend on YouTube. At Jamaica, me say me have no Bala family. Me now look no friend, bro. As well, Brian Mighty say in the chat, Brian Burke, the best will always rise out of the crap. And the things that people feel in their fans. I know what the problem too. That USA have the amount of people, France and them country there. But we can't guarantee listeners, people feel. And not everybody make it out. So we have a couple Brazilian ballers in a JPL. You know what that mean? Most of them ballers they feel because Brazilian ballers are sold to Europe. So then Brazil will have them ballers there as failure JD. Because them are playing at Jamaica Premier League. And just the fact, it sounds hard, but that's the truth. Yeah. Brazilian baller quality for Europe, the world level class. If you don't really make it, then with the obvious failure. Yeah, in a year artist say, alright, me make it, me can't take it care. Kudos and take care of family. You see me, JD, nothing wrong with that. Everybody want to take care of them family and give food. But this overhyping thing, JD, me I tell you, I get tired of it too. It's so sickening and me know no people are see it, JD. And this man, the no people are see it. And said, no, them man are mad. A 15 goal, we can't see it in the JD and score one, eh?
15.
We not even go score 1 goal against Cuba, you know?
15, yeah, 15, yes. And not just 15, but by our best players, them best local talent, them because we have Christopher injured, which I rate highly.
Yeah.
I Christopher injured, Adrian Reed, where all of them rate highly, because I never knew him that much. I heard I remarks from him. Yeah. And then I heard 1 second, people, 1 second. I will call you back. Once you call me, I will call you back right after. And everyone will get their time. Alright. Martin, you need to call in on Sunday. Good call. Okay. So why you don't call in? Blake was one of my preferred choice. I have to be honest. Alright. Yeah. Because I said but I put context to it. Out of what I saw in Jamaica, Blake was one of the best options. Passing, education, so I'm grouping him with other people. I never said Blake was a top player in Concacaf. I never said that. You understand me? So I made sure to clear that up.
Right.
So I always put context to it. Yes, but
he's one of the best young.
So every one of our best players, best young players was on that pitch. Every single one of them, excluding Whisper. Every one of them. Yes. And we still look embarrassing.
JD, you know, look embarrassing. And Mr. Speed, Mr. Speed, I say you, Mr. Speed. You see, oh no, we are mash up the football and anybody we are control. You are the face one, so I not blame me alone. But I know enough other things behind. Because Jamaica this, a corruption run this country, JD. And it's sad, you know. One of the biggest things is corruption run it, you know. And see the people that have the corruption angle, JD, are people in it for years. If you watch any sector in Jamaica, where you see people, the corruption and people say corruption, if you check the people that run the corruption, them in the corruption for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. The people that will control it. And I make a statement today. If nobody is benefiting from the football, why them would go so hard to pay how much money to influence people to win by the election? Why the election is so important if nothing ever in a football? Because if me not gain nothing in something in a JD, me I go search for something different, you know. Cause I'm not a madman, right? If something I work out,
that's why I made that conversation. That's why I've made that statement, Jen, because I'm saying if you claim to say you're not getting anything from it, then you have some people who hold the country hostage. You clearly can't. You don't have majority vote. So you can't influence them. Why you don't just walk away to show that and expose the situation? Why would you still stay there doing something that you know you don't have any love to get out of it or anything to work because it takes this amount of vote and all of them people are you out of your own mouth stated that they are very bad and they don't want to vote for what you want to and not what the people want to either. So that's why I have to ask it. So it just looks like the story that nothing is there is just a lie. That's what I'm going to say. I just think it's a lie.
Be a lie, be a cuckoo juice, be a fantasy run. And me as a one Jamaican when I go limit my brain. I mean, here one next, the same person make a statement on one show say, how would I feel if you use Dixon as example? I have to tackle that person because I'm the major one where I push them madness here and I find excuses which people have sense. Bro, yeah, talk, but people have sense. They can't fool who just want to limit their mind to the ground. Sorry if you say that, but that's true. And that's just the facts. Who want to limit their mind to listen to you. Me can't listen to you when we know the truth. It don't make no sense. We can't believe a person when we know the truth. The person used Dixie as an example and saying that. Imagine if 2 years time we see Dixon in a manning cup and tell Dixon say him no good. What would have happened? Because a person punish something and say you're hypocrite because the person say at least we can tell the English band player say they're not ready for the levels of international. Him still speak on and say he will never tell a local player say I'm not ready. It don't make no sense.
Oh well.
We cannot listen to person when it make no sense. And I believe so the people them in England, in France, in Spain, if they don't already the people them are telling you're not at the level.
Yes,
we all come up to the level. If somebody don't tell us no.
But Martin, that is the perfect example. Martin, that is a perfect example why we are failing as a footballing nation. Simple, nothing else. That is exactly what it is. If someone will say that because I never heard, so I can't say that I heard. So I'm just responding to you. No, but I'm responding to you. But I'm responding directly to you. I know that people that can't comprehend will still take the information and spin it how they want. I'm responding to you. Yes, and I don't care. I don't care either. I'm just responding because it kind of connects to what I've said before. Without even knowing what you are saying. That does only help to tell people what I'm saying is true. If we are afraid to tell people the truth, then how you're going to be good at something if you don't have a base ceiling? A base. You don't have a base and you don't have a ceiling. So you're just going to keep on going to say that, okay, I have to G myself up. I don't know that I need to do it 50 push-ups, 70 laps, this, that to reach my level. Oh, that makes sense. So if you have the information, you are going to not tell them that, okay, my brother, I don't think you're at this level, In order to get to this level, this is what is required. So you're not just telling him that he's not good enough. You are showing him what is the level of where you claim to say you want to reach. So you don't. It's not you coming out and saying, "Oh, you're not good enough." No, you are providing information at the same time, proving to him that he's not good enough. And in order for him to be at this level that he wants, this is what is required. If you can't tell people the truth, I don't know how we are going to be successful both ways. Because if you are living off those people that can't stomach the truth because you are not providing the truth to them, that tell me your business is 1 bit away from crumbling, 2 results away from crumbling. If Jamaica get 2 more 10 love and nobody believe in the football, your business gone down to the ground. At least have some dignity and set a standard for yourself to make sure at least you're making it out there to known that, listen to me, no man, me want them you to get better because I want Jamaica to be better. Sell that narrative. It's a little bit better for you and the people them as well. You know, but if you protect people by not telling them the truth, you have nowhere going, man. You and the people now have nowhere going, you know. Omar Henry, this is what I've done, you know. You realize you don't see me come up, oh, I need this out of Jamaica, I need that. No. I am okay, Omar Henry. I am just talking on what I saw and give my footballing expertise, whatever level I have, to the improvements. Alright? We have to come and call it out. Because even on Instagram, I saw a person posted something. Martin. I texted publicly, you know, but it sounds a little bit disrespectful to the person that posted it. So I made sure to privately text him and tell him, so my brother, the one thing you're putting on your page is the only half decent thing this player did. I hope you tell him after you posted that's a good shot. But Barcy, you never make one pass good in the game, you know. You never link up a play, you know. Why? You have to make sure you work on those things. Make sure you do that than pumping up this person's head, because you might just be a part of failing that youth as well. Because the little time that you are going to push in his head and distract him to what he needs to be working on, that is a point that you actually lose the youth right there. So don't become a part of the excitement. Become a part of the actual help. And the help is not going to always sound excited. It's not going to always sound excited. And that's why I've said in this program, I might lose a few fans because they have to wait a little bit longer to figure out what I'm saying. But one thing I know, in the end, they are going to respect me.
Yes.
And I am not looking for fame. I'm looking for more respect in the end. And they are going to respect themselves as well and bring those information to the people around them. So you're helping someone.
Yes.
You're not trying to seek for yourself. And that's my reasoning from day one I'm on YouTube, Martin. And I'm loving that it comes back to the same thing I came on Jamaica YouTube for. And that's what we're talking about today.
Daddy, my last statement before me jump off. You see them people will love compound this thing and compare track and field with football. Please, stop. When I make tell you for do, when you go listen all the track and field people them talk, bro. Them man they not get hands out. Them man they not sit down and wait for a man to boss him. Them man they have to put on the work and sweat and vomit and roll and tired and go through sufferation.
Alright.
When you start compare the track and field athletes them to the footballers in Jamaica's. When you stop do it, I can't 100% tell them say no, none of them footballers I do the training with the track and field people them I do. And them man they
and Martin, stop right there. Listen to this, Martin. Jamaica have some of the most educated coaches in a track and field. Yes. Jamaica do this for almost 100 years. So you see what 100 years and some of the best coaches. In a football, we have some of the worst coaches in the world. And we keep on a skip levels. You see the difference now? You see the big difference? That's the reason why we are not good at one and we are good at one. But what we are trying to do, because we skip level at football, we are trying to skip, we are trying to sell our falls up to continue skipping the levels. You see it? So, perfect example you brought up, Martin. Perfect example. Because
you know, I watch one documentary one day before Olympics start, and the same worker, of course, them. Me not see nobody come interview no Jamaican coach. So they really fuck for me so. When I watch, me have to take Ryan style. Don't no disrespect. Nobody now come interview no international company, BBC, and nobody now come interview no Jamaican coach. Lucky when they go for local competition, people saw no face. That's all they get. That's it's like actually we are talking JD. Is everything is just is a hands-on to make local people know them. Them have to coach national team. If they not coach national team, nobody in international football know them JD.
So,
Me I watch the documentary, a big BBC, NCB, when you see the man them.
Yeah man, track and field, they're high.
Track and field coach,
they're highly respected.
Them to primary school upcoming big coach, I get interview. Nobody now interview now, and you stop compare with track and field tone, bro.
100%.
It's not that you need to go fix on the football system and stop compare. I mean, know people go watch and them are aim, you know, stop compare track and field to football.
Yeah, I think that's a stupid take. That is just a stupid take to complain. Stupid, because that same take expose their same narrative they are trying to sell.
Yes.
The same thing that they're trying to use for shield, you know, because they don't want to face reality. That is the same take expose their actual belief and actual foolishness that they're doing in football. If you're going to use track and field, because Jamaica has some of the most educated track and fields coaches, and some of the most educated fans, and some of the most educated athletes as well, because you're getting education from the coaches. So everything that we just talked about is education. And the last thing, one second, big boss, and the last thing we talk about in football is what, Martin? The last thing we talk about is education, because every man say, yo, me not going to school. I want to, me can't make 2 youth run up and down and do this. So the last thing we talk about is education, and the first thing track and field talk about is education. And they are doing it for 700 million years.
JD, but if you watch Bolt, Sherian, Tom, all of them, JD, even though them go pro, them take education, them go uni, them graduate, them get the education. So, you know what the next thing, JD, I'll be full player too. Come and watch something or the coach them overseas do it, you know. And JD, and when them do the charboard, you know, JD, as some maths, you know, JD, as some, them see some triangle, you see some line, so you see some numbers. Imagine how you cannot even grasp what is 3 times 3 times 3 divided by that. When the coach do it international, that's why enough our player.
Yeah, that means you take a flight, come straight back, you know.
Thank God for the academy, because it's a Kingston Academy there.
Kingston Academy, we spoke with him.
And they are giving you some education.
And they're seeing reality at the same time. And that's why one of them went on Sportsmax and call out the delusional takes from the actual host. People, it's happening in Jamaica. It's happening in Jamaica. The Kingston Academy guy came up and said, of course, Liam Bailey and Maggie is correct. We don't know about spacing and placements and all of those things. These guys are running rings around us. And it's because they are more educated. It's not a lie. So when the guy said it, I'm saying, good God. Finally, some of these kids are seeing the light, and it's because they got the opportunity. So it's happening, people. You just need to look for it.
JD, let me tell you who I keep the chaos of going in like football. I'm hear one statement, you know, and that statement told me, and it's so true. One call in, and I respect that call there. The man said, anyway, see chaos. We are going in somewhere and see it just now work. Just look who a benefit from the chaos.
Okay.
After chaos. And you see the problem. JD, the people them who are keep the narratives that will play them world class is the clubs in Jamaica, JD. It's the clubs in Jamaica. You know why the academy them can't come out and say that? Because them attach and them do the right and them never have no hands out from nobody. Them start it themselves and them source them funds. You see, when a man source them own funds and have to depend on certain people in a power, them always have the the power if we can talk the truth. Most of them people want to frame it in a JFF because they want to sell them player JD. So the biggest problem I tell you, the owners have to come. Nothing wrong if you want to sell the player them. So fix the player them, man. When you stop using national team, I tell you again, JD, when the next under 20, if they do this again, it's the next 4 years, the team them are going to somebody will get one look 3 look from St. Kitts,
Yeah, I'm glad that you put it down. Martin, they might not get an opportunity. Martin, they might not get an opportunity to do this again. They might not make it to the final level. You never saw Suriname team. You never saw Suriname team that never made it. You have teams that made it, never made it look 10 times better than Jamaica team.
JD, I go to the US. Them up me here, I'm gonna talk about Caelan. Bro, where we are reject, so many Caribbean teams accepting it. And so many players overseas will get better quality training, even at the Caribbean and at the whole Caribbean. They're going to accept those calls from those little countries. So Jamaica, when they continue busting the youths them, don't fix them and go the right way and make a system and build them up. And just bust a youth. And the worst thing when we know the bust a youth mentality is a hypocrite, JD. My last take, I know me dep on it now.
Yeah, because me I get 2 calls. Go ahead. But finish your call, man. Finish, man.
This but a long time in JD. So
a long time we not do no show. A long time we not do no show. Yes, we are talk about the football. Real football. No fantasy. Real football.
This butter you mentality is a hypocritical state. Listen to me, Jamaicans fans who love catch up their own feelings. This is a hypocritical state for youths. And this, if you check the youths, then we are boss. There's no youths from Manchester. Me not see no youth from Manchester. You cannot tell me say Manchester now no quality. Me not see nobody from Hanover. Me not see nobody from Chirani. Me not see nobody from St. Thomas. The so-called claim from a person like our evil leader, where it's a so-called scout, is that the talent is located in Clarendon, St. Andrew, St. Kingston, and St. Catherine. That's where really the talent lied. When they stop, use the system and stop bringing on the youths, there's quality around Jamaica. In the say, alright, we don't bust a youth, we don't bust no youth, we don't bust in the pocket. And the pocket, we don't bust so you can overflow on the hypocrites. When there are hypocrites in the football, when there are big hypocrites. Me don't see no youth JD from Hanover make no side. I mean, I tell you, JD, see, if the more pleasant man never come in that countryside, you never see a player from that countryside. It's big hypocrites. Them just a smile up in the football. People is not full, JD. You see that after me, they never build in that countryside area, the way they most Westmoreland, JD, I think of Westmoreland bar, they would cry out for food. I just show them see the money over there, them interested in that area there. Because them see the money. Make a man come build from St. Thomas now and $1 billion economy. And it a shock and the other one. So where them St. Thomas bar them in there? You know why them in there St. Thomas? Because the money that they and they won't love likes. That's what I'm saying, JD.
Alright, respect Martin. Yeah, man. Martin's a man talking mine here, people. Let me take the next call. Guys, remember to hit the like button. Get us up to 150, 200, whatever it is. Yeah, man. So let me take the next call. Why are Ordine calling in when he saw someone actually calling at the same time? If you're listening and someone else calling in at the same time, you just wait. Good day, Mr. Ordine. Go ahead. You're live on Imaxit, so let me make sure to tell you. Alright?
Yes, sir. Highly blessed, JD.
Which one of the topics do you want to talk on? Because Martin touched almost every damn topic just a while ago.
Yeah, man. I respect that. I respect the caller look like JD. 100%. Everything what the man say, the man lick the nail on the head. Straight.
Yeah.
No, JD, I just want him more. So just a look up at my woman, right?
Yeah, man. Go ahead, man.
It's more like a question. Alright, JD, so Jamaica just get humiliated in the under 20s.
Yeah.
Alright. And I heard, as the gentleman rightly said before, I heard certain YouTuber was saying because Jamaica didn't prepare. Because this is the excuse that we use every time we fail. We never prepare. Okay. Now, JD, you tell me this. These countries that Jamaica play and what Jamaica are using professional players.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you tell me what preparation these youngsters in Jamaica can get in space a month or 2 months to go to the standard of these professional players that are playing in leagues all across the world. What kind of preparation they can get? Even if they're in camp, JD, for 2 months, 3 months, they will still not go to that standard that these countries are playing. And it's full time now, JD. It's full time now for Jamaicans. It's not really the people them in the JFF to realize this, bro. We're not going nowhere. Me ask a question the other day, no, JD.
Mm-hmm.
The man gonna make me dead. The man gonna make me dead first out of this world before me see a youth team qualify for Jamaica, bro.
No call on death on you, my brother. But it's going to be a struggle. I agree that it's going to be a struggle because at last World Cup qualifiers, we looked very good when we did what we did what's supposed to happen. When we brought in more than the allotted overseas players to put in the team, we went one away from making the World Cup. One away, you know. And remember, I've seen article written to say that we got away with it several times, bringing in a lot of overseas players in our team, and we don't want that. I saw article. I can put the article back on the screen to refresh you guys' memory. So we just got closer to the World Cup, and then people writing articles to say that, not writing articles, the JFF are, because it was the opposing side writing that, so that's still people around, because at that time, the man that was running for the opposing side, he was a part of the current administration at the time, so we can say the people inside the JFF writing article saying that that can't happen again, the quota system should stay where it is. So that's what they were saying. So that tells me, honestly, you don't want to win nothing. Because you just almost gained what you wanted. And then right after you wrote something up and said, you got away with it the last time, you're not going to get away with it this time. So you're telling me that you don't want to win. You want to do what you want to do. I think people don't listen to what they have said and wrote down, and put everything in context, We just if we beat Damrep, Arden, if we beat Damrep, we make it to the actual World Cup, and maybe make it to Olympic as well, we figured that,
Yeah.
So we could have been one of the team going to Olympic as well, looking very good, bringing in whole heap of ballers to go to Olympic. What we are seeing now, quality, and we could have even broke through more young youths. So Caelan Dixon could have gotten more exposure on real levels, worldwide levels. But because of what we claim that we don't want, we can't get those opportunities. You understand me?
Yes, JD. Yes, JD. Why is it that these gentlemen does not like success? Can somebody tell me? Every single time.
It is very easy. It is very easy because success come in a way that they never expected it to come. It is what they are fighting against, and because their ego, they have to stand on what they stand on. They are not going to move. And that's why we said we respect Mr. Speed, because Mr. Speed before was saying that the players have to be 54 times better and this and that. And he moved off his stance to say that, oh, we ain't going to go anywhere without these players, because he started to see some level of success. But the others don't care because they had said something from a long time, and they have to stand on it. And that's why I said a rule should be instated that certain people can't stay certain amount of years in the federation, because we saw that most of these men carry gripes around for long times, and they have to keep on following their gripes right through times. So if you set a stand to say that they can't do more than 2 terms, that would be the best. So you know that they can't sell their gripe for more than 8 years. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
That is the best way. That is the best way. Because these men like to sell.
JD,
Yeah, go ahead.
JD, these people in the JFF, they are hypocrites. They come and program and sell to people what they want to sell to people.
especially speed. And behind closed door, they make some cruel and terrible decision. And me ask again, these people don't like success. You notice every time a coach come and a change the system, and the team start play better. Every team, team coach they hire, and the team perform, they fire them coach. We can't understand this, JD. It's puzzling, bro.
But look here. Rene Simons came in the second time. Rene Simons said he can't do it with the local players. Them he has because he learned that at the back end of his tenure, this first one. The German Schaeffers, he said the same thing. They removed him as well. Paul, I don't know what he was doing at the time. Then you have Algrimsey came in. He wanted more, the same, and pretty much they removed him as well, because if you try to remove what he wants to go to the next level, and he removes himself, technically it is still you removed him because you try to block what he wants. You understand me? So you see what I'm saying? So that simply means over the last 30 years. They have stood on the same thing. They need to go this channel because this is the only channel. This is the people that we have. We have to believe in our people, and the next people them aren't our people. But they are good to give us their money every single time they are overseas. You understand me? But they are not our people any other way. You get me? And that's what they have sold for the longest time. And it's not going to change. We're going to keep on failing. And we're going to keep on having some hope. And then we're going to keep on failing again. But you know what? You go ahead.
Yes, JD. You rightly said that. Again and over again. Because let me tell you something. Next year, JD, it's going to be the same thing that repeats itself. You understand me? And may I say this, JD? Me tired and me confused with these people, bro. Believe you me. Me suggest this already, JD. If you want to sell, sell players, you want to sell young players, because you can have 10 or call 7 local base players on a team playing international football, and have 2 professional players with them. But the amount of local player is on the team make these 2 international players that is a higher quality don't look good. But JD, if you get professional, say you get 7 professional and a field with 4 local player, then these professional can make these local players look good. JD, them don't understand this. If a player wanna want to sell, JFF have a player wanna want to sell. You just get the professional player them, man, and just throw in 3 or 4 local player and make the international player they look good. They make the local player they look good. Simple, bro. My goodness, man, we have destroyed Jamaica football, brother. And years don't we are waiting for a team to qualify, a youth team. And it now happen, brother, because we try the same thing over and over again, and it a fail, and we don't learn from one previous mistake. They don't learn, JD.
Yeah, man.
We tired of them stuff, yeah, man.
Facts.
Yo, JD.
Alright. Don't appreciate yourself, man. We link. Here, take your time.
Yeah, man. Bless yourself, JD.
Yeah. Alright, so that was Aldine. I give him take. I thought that the calls are very straight to the point. We can't lie to anybody. This is exactly what we're seeing. And I can tell you that, as what I've stated before, what these guys have done over the years is to use you guys' ego against you. That's what they have done. Because they know that you only can talk, you want to only talk when you feel like you're on top. They use that against you to hold back off what you truly want. Because you want to win, you want to win at any cost. But they kind of put that in your head and kind of twist it and make you believe that, oh, this is the only way. But I'm glad that you are watching other teams, you're watching other programs, because at this point, Panama's program is elite. Panama kids, them, they have all of them inside Panama playing, majority of them inside Panama playing, and they're doing well. That is true. But they had worked for that. They had started on that. Jamaica is not Panama. Jamaica has a diaspora naturally. So we don't have anything that we have to work on and forced on people. We have to just be Jamaicans, which is out of many one people, not out of many land people. Alright? Because it's not the land. It is the one Jamaica, and it's never going to stop if you don't see it that way. Because I truly believe that what I saw from Suriname, I like it, and I think it's better than Jamaica's system. What I saw from Panama, I like it, and I think it's better than Jamaica's system. I know, we know Panama's system is better than Jamaica's system at all levels. They have put money in it, they have put education in it, and we have done nothing. All right, Suriname, they have brought quality in. They have brought quality in, but they still put money in it and they put education in it as well. So with their quality that can compete with Jamaica, they add education to it as well at all times, at all levels. And youth levels, they looked way better than Jamaica. It's not even close. They looked way better at several levels. At this point, Jamaica, Suriname girl team that almost qualified at U20s, will flag Jamaica U20 team. So they are getting success out of it because they are believing in their program. And all we're saying, don't let the quality go to waste. Don't let the quality go to waste. Everyone is exercising their rights. Put some money, put some education to it. And if you're so desperate to feel good in yourself, what you need to do is to spend some money around our back room and start out your local players them that you desperately want to put on the scale. But it's not working because these guys have higher level players coming in to their society, and also they are putting education to it as well. So the players are better than your players and they are putting more money to it. So what that tells you, you are steps behind because you're going to be relying on fantasy to get a result, and fantasy doesn't really come through so often. And oh, ironic, the last time we have qualified was what, 2001 or 2011, something like that. I think it's 2001, something like that. So it tells you the fantasy will take every 20 plus years. All right. And I am telling you that it's going to be even further. You know why it's going to be further? Because before those 20 plus years were just only Honduras, Mexico, Canada, 2001, thank you, Jairus. So Honduras, Mexico, United States, those, and Costa Rica. Those are the three teams rivaling now. Now we have Mexico, Canada just jumped to the top because Jamaica ain't better than Canada in nothing in football. Not one level of football Jamaica better than Canada in. Panama jumped to the scale. Then you have the same United States. You have Costa Rica, then you have Suriname, what we just talked about. 80 comes up, the same Honduras as well. Costa Rica, get it. Costa Rica really secretly going high level, you know, as well, you guys, with their football as well, you know. I think they are doing much better than people gave them credit for. All right, so at that time, it took us 20 odd years to make it. We failed for 20 odd years. Now we've added 4 to 5 more threats. How long you think it's going to take us to go back there? If we are going to go with the same method, I think it's going to be a one long ass of time. But tell you what, we are going to be here and we're going to count it every single year as long as them. And Damrep, sorry. Maybe because Damrep just started, that's why I never jumped them in David J. But Damrep added to the list. You see, people added more teams to the list, people. And all of those teams. You saw Damrep playing Spain yesterday until Ascona got that yellow card, red card I should say. They were actually competing with Spain. You get me? So if we don't do the right thing, people, sad to say, way more embarrassment coming. Way more. Because you can't not do something and expect to be better than the other people. That don't work. Because you never went into a mathematics class and then you have a grade 1 level mathematics and then you want to go into CAPE and saying that you're going to pass it. And the other guys them that's studying CAPE for the whole year, you're going to get a better result than them. It's almost impossible. And that's how you're setting up Jamaica qualifications for anything. Almost impossible. You understand me? Yes. And I hope they do change your minds after this embarrassment. I hope they do. And sometimes things have to happen. Because maybe Mr. Spade said he wants what he wants. The others don't want it. So now the embarrassment comes. Hope he can use this embarrassment for the betterness of the country. To say, look at this. This is the worst embarrassment for Jamaica in history. We played U15s. It's one of the worst embarrassments. I thought, how much we can... People... Yes, Damrep was competing with Spain in the first half before the red card. Mr. Dre, I've watched every second of the game. Alright? Yes. I've watched every second of the game. Damrep was actually competing with Spain. Give the people their credit. Alright? And stop trying to kill the better picture, the bigger picture of the argument. Alright, so Youth 15, guys, because we're out here talking, you know, guys. We have gotten some embarrassment, you know, at all levels, you know. We have gotten some embarrassment over the last 2 years, you know, guys. Youth 15, we got dominated, you know. We got dominated. How much goals we conceded in Youth 15? Let me pull it up for you guys, because it's like we kind of forgot Youth 15s. So Concacaf, Youth 15s. Let me just go for Youth 15s. Then we go at Youth 17. Concacaf, Youth 15 championships. Not boys, girls. Let me go for girls, because we never participated in the boys. So let me go for the girls. All right, we'll go the girls first. All right. So for the last one for the girls. So let me see when was the last one? 2022. All right, 2022. So 2022. Let me put 2022 in. We got some big scores. I'm telling you. It was very bad, but I'm going to give you how bad it was. Alright, so Jamaica. Alright, Jamaica. Let me pull it up. Alright, Jamaica was in Puerto Rico group. Alright, Puerto Rico group. Jamaica. So Jamaica had United States, Canada, Puerto Rico, Jamaica. Alright, United States, Canada, Puerto Rico, Jamaica. We had conceded 20 goals. And we scored 2 goals. We finished on 0 points. Puerto Rico's finished on 3. And Canada finished on 6. And United States finished on 9. We conceded 20 goals. So 20 goals we have conceded, people. 20 in the latest. Killing the picture that I'm painting is to show you how much teams have surpassed us. Alright, so we conceded 20 goals. But you agitate for the removal. No. Richard Crawford, I have not agitated for nothing. JD, the under 15 made it to the semifinals last year, where they lost against Mexico. No, Marlon, this is what I'm talking. U20, let me give you the last under 15. The last under 15. When we had to play position, Marlon, they conceded. We watched the Youth 15s. Youth 17s now, Marlon. Youth 17s, I'm going to put that in. Youth 17s is different. So Maya Ragud Andanan and those girls were in the Youth 17s. So Marlon, you're mixing up the Youth 17s. Let me put up the Youth 17s now for you, Marlon. Remember, I've covered all of these competitions. That's not the Youth 15, Marlon. It's the Youth 17s. Alright, so Youth 17s. Youth 17s. Alright, so 2023. So 2023, Youth 17s. Alright, so let me pull that up for you. Women. Youth 17 women's. Alright, so 20. No, man, they said 2024. No. We don't want that. Let me get that. Jamaica. No. Youth 17s. Let me pull it up. That's not it. So 2022. 2022, let me put 2022. Alright, so we can get the amount. Alright, 2022, yes, it's here. So it's not even 2023, it's actually 2022. Alright, so 2022, or we played in 2023, but it's 2022. Alright, so we had Mexico, Panama, Nicaragua, Trinidad and Tobago. Then we had Jamaica, Canada, Dominican Republic, and Jamaica came second. Alright, Jamaica came second in that one. So it is, Marlon, it is Youth 17s. It is Youth 17s, Marlon. No, man, we are talking about girls. We are talking about girls, then we move to the boys. Hold on, Marlon. We ain't rushing things. Alright, so I was trying to break down as much things, but Carla. Oh, Carla not connecting. You have to fix your phone and call back. Fix your phone and call back. I am just going through girls first, Marlon, and then the boys. I'm just trying to show people that we are not at the levels. Alright? That's all I'm trying to show them. So, yeah. So, this is how it works now. And we never faced Mexico, Marlon. We never actually faced Mexico in the youth 17s. That's the youth 20s. All right, we got knocked out by United States 4-0 in the youth 17s, and that was in the quarterfinals. Yes, that is true, Marlon. We got knocked out. We never faced Mexico. We played United States and we lost to them. That is youth 17s. Let me go up to youth 20s. Caller, fix your phone so I can call you back. Fix your phone so I can call you back because I don't have much time and I want to give it to you. Carla, yeah, go ahead now, go ahead. I was breaking down something, but you call right in the time of me breaking it. But go ahead, though.
Yes, JD. Yeah, the writing was on the wall for our spiral down in football from 2019 when Dominica and St. Vincent came to Jamaica in an Olympic qualifier when Dookie was the coach. Game was played in Arnett Garden, and that's the time when Craig Butler's son was getting a little game time too. And we lost to those minnows in Jamaica. That was the writing on the wall for me in the football of Jamaica going spiral and regressing. That was it for me when I saw it plain in my eyesight that we couldn't, with Dookie or whosoever, a local coach, couldn't take our team over the line against St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Dominica. That game is on YouTube still when we lost 4 games in Jamaica with the bright stars of the Dailies, the Maggie, and all those bright stars we have of the most talented group that was. And we lost to Dominica and St. Vincent and the Grenadines in Jamaica. We were the host.
Okay, so you said that was the point. Yeah. Okay.
That was my time when I realized that our football is regressing really bad because we used to beat these teams with relatively ease and we couldn't beat them in Jamaica. And people are trying to shy away from these results. And this is not one-off result. We lost to both Minnows, St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Dominica hosting the tournament. There's something fundamentally wrong about football at a grassroots level in Jamaica, and when you speak of it, people get defensive. They start to behave like the B-dub, they start to behave like the B-dub. Very defensive. You can't critique them. You can't make suggestions. You just have to work with them and have pity, and they find excuse. No, they have to fight. They have to fight, and if they want to read somewhere, it's a fight. You can't give somebody something for nothing. That's what they want.
So let me ask you a question because I've not asked this question as yet. So your things are, since they are stuck on saying that this is the way they are going to be doing things, should they just avoid certain things completely by just doing this? Then avoid all competitions and just focus on the youths and tell the people and the honesty that this is what I'm going to focus on. Stop trying to mix local players with overseas players to use their names to help force in your narrative. You think that is the best way to go? Like, don't put other guys them in none at all. You don't need them, and just keep a local core. You don't think that's the best way to go?
But that's constitutionally that's gonna be like a lawsuit. They can have lawsuit. Parents can take them to court. That's like they can. Pretty much they're doing it by the action. They're doing it by the actions and by word of mouth and people talking this and talking that. But that's constitutionally. I think they're gonna run them some roadblocks if they do that. Because the parents of the Jamaicans who are overseas diaspora can, that's a court issue. They can, it can be a problem. But if they want to push or build the local core, we don't have a problem. We love to have them, but develop the players. The clubs are shying away from developing the players properly. They're saying they don't have the money, they don't have this, they don't have that. But I don't believe that because before we used to have good players. We used to have good individual players. We never play good as a team. Jamaica never play good as a team on a long scale. We have moments. Like we could find games that they play good under some coaches, but we never have the history of playing proper good football as a team. We always have good individual who could entertain a crowd. That's what we're known for. Good individual could entertain the Walter Boy, the Anandilo, and we never have a good time in the history of football. Like for 5 years straight, we play proper good football and people were enjoying the football as a team. We always have good individual who give good entertainment, like a circus football. You know what I'm saying, JD?
Okay, so you think that we have always, the only thing we have had over the years, you would say that we were always a team that we're just living to entertain what our culture brings, pretty much.
Yeah, the Reggie Creed, the Walter Boyd, the Steve Green, you could go on and on. We always have good entertainers in like, even the Butler guy said it when he goes to France, he goes to Curacao. The Butler who's training the under 20 team, the under 17 team, he said it. There's a player that said, when you're hurting yourself, when you're hustling yourself, this is not circus football. He said it in an interview. We have to listen. The people are not listening. If you watch Jamaica playing football now, and you watch any other little team, even Cuba, and Jamaica play football, make it look ugly when they try to play as a team. But if a guy get a chance to dribble and pile and salad, he can entertain. Just watch the JPL. It's hard, I don't know what it's like. It's a mental thing, or I don't know, slow coaching from U12 up. But if you watch, it's hard for them to play. It's hard. It's not in the culture. But if you give a chance for a guy to pile salad and
I have to agree with you, Carla, because the other day, I almost came out of character, man. And Mr. Dre, this is where I disagree with Mr. Dre. This player named Adrian Reed, the man got the ball in around 2 areas, and I have this problem with all of the star players them for Jamaica. It seems like they just like to become a star in Jamaica in football. It's like, and this is just me learning something. It's like you don't, I don't even think you actually know nothing about football. It's like you're classed in the entertainment world as to what you have just said. And that's what I saw, because the man kicking away the ball, and I heard Mr. Dre said it's a good kick the man make. And then I heard other people talking about the shot that he took from long. I'm saying, are you realizing that he committed all of his teammates them to go back, something that we're struggling to do? So that means you're putting the team under pressure rather than to go for the best option. And everybody's saying, yeah, big work. And I'm saying, I'm saying the same thing what you just said. It's more of an act more than anything else. I am actually agreeing with your caller right there, 100%. Because that's what I was saying today. And Mr. Dre really said, oh, yeah, it's a good shot. Good shot what?
JD, I've been watching it from 89. You don't have to go further than Mark Agla Wilson. You don't, Jamaica, our mindset, our brain in Jamaica is focused on entertainment. We don't have the structure. When Hector Wright says that Roof only can play 16 football, so I'm wondering, what kind of football are we playing in Jamaica? Is it circus football? We don't have any system when we play in Jamaica.
So Roof can only play 16 football. Okay.
16 football. He says that, and these things are on records. We can go back and listen. It's a mind thing with Jamaica. You remember, your entertainment focus, entertainment is graded in our head. We may like the Brazilian way of football, but nobody wants to do that work. Nobody wants to do that all of that work and organization. So it's an individual, and that's why our athlete who's a runner, or if you do well in the individual sports, so they can go there and entertain a crowd that's like a elephant man, or vibes are, you know.
Hold on, Carla.
Vibes.
Man, you're talking about entertainment and then you turn your speech into entertainment because of your laugh. People laugh in the chat.
But this, am I telling a lie?
No. They're saying it's true. They're saying they're agreeing with you.
Sit back and observe Jamaican culture. Even school day, sports day, we always have somebody singing and it also feel good. I don't know where it came from, but we will never. It's gonna be hard. Only one team in Jamaica, one single team in Jamaica, I know that try to play proper football, and maybe two coaches, Mr. Harold Thomas and Lenny Hyde. There's no other coach in Jamaica of the brain span and I was trying to. They don't like that. It's not a part of it. They don't like. They like to post on my life. This excitement, this big woof and in Mark Wilson, slide tackle, boss lace. That's in our culture. We don't know no better.
Boy, Carla, I'm telling you, you're rivaling Martin for the day. You understand me? Because you're saying something that because you're saying something that we saw, cause you had some boss laces in that game. Good God!
He pushed out a little energy like Energy God, and he put out a little energy, and that's what Jamaican love. Look at Damian Lowe. He put out a little energy, and as long as you can put out the energy, whether it's good or bad, it's the energy. It's the energy, God. Jamaican culture is all about the energy, the vibes, and the energy. There's nothing about structure. There's nothing about system. They don't want that. They fight against that. Just look at the JPL team. The defender trying to make the final pass. The defender is going to be a playmaker. And they pass the midfield and they just do their little thing. And I mean, I love my country. I would like them. But I don't know. We have to have a brain change or a mindset change towards football. We don't have that. We never play for 5 years proper football. We don't know that. Nobody can tell me. Really Simo's tried. We have our national team like a club. Player here on being paid by the JFF. And it was hard for him to get the players. But that's the only time. Otherwise, it's hard to have a Jamaican to look at each other as a team. Even Mr. Butler said that. It's in our culture. I don't know, because all of the strong people came to Jamaica from other islands and was giving trouble, and then they spun them to Jamaica, and then we have this mentality as individualism, and we have very individual mindset. So it's hard.
Okay. It's
hard to coach. It's even, no matter what coach come in, you see the Brazilian coach come to Montego Bay, if he will tell you the truth, it's hard to convince Jamaicans to play a team style football. I don't know.
No, but at first he ran in. We should believe in the locals. Then 2 days later, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be very hard. So I think that Brazilian boy, I will have to watch him and see what he actually delivers before I pick any side against him. All right?
It's hard, JD. No, I mean, we have the attributes because we have the athleticism. But our player don't like that work, that system, that thinking of the game. They don't like it. They like the skills part of it, and the boss lace and the energy. One or two of them. But when it comes to the system and where you have to be on the field, we're not concentrating. Maybe you're thinking about the next dance move on the field. I don't know.
All right, Carla. So we're thinking about the next dance move, and Carla. Yeah. That's why I had to call one of my co-worker and call him out. Because what you have just said, that's what was running my head, I just saw we got embarrassed and you out here posting free kick of man. Oh, brilliant, General. General what? You should learn to pass a football. What are you telling these people? You understand me? I had to call out the man. I don't see him in my chat today because he might be a premium, but I had to call him out. I said, brother, in the Jamaica you want to do good, brother. I can't Jamaica you want to do good. I'm afraid you look.
The final thing, Jay, before I go. 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I think it's better for a player to earn a living in the sports, playing in the USL, and he can take care of his family more than to represent his country, and then he does be a national in his community. Because I've seen it. People just say national, and he's working in a resort, but he's a national. And he's carrying a weight. He's a waiter, but he's a national. I'd rather to see a player like a Paris. He's not representing Jamaica, but this guy is already living somewhere.
Yeah.
And he can take care of his family. I'd rather see that we have 100 players out there. They're not representing Jamaica, but they're out there earning a living for their family.
Well said, Big
A guy say national in his community. He's just a national, but he's carrying a rate tray. He's a barber, and he can't make enough money to support his family. I see that happen to many good players. They don't say national, and it feels good. It's a feel good moment. You see you're national, you represent your country, but you in the sport you weren't a professional to take care of your family.
All right, Carla.
Norman Campbell can take care of his family, but he's not representing Jamaica. But Norman Campbell can take care of his family. I'd rather to see 100 Norman Campbell than a person that say national and he can take care of his family with the sport.
All right, well said, Big Boss. So take your time. We will link, yeah? Because I'm trying to wrap up the show. All right, big up. All right, so any other caller, just call in now so we can take the calls, so we can finish off the overall show. All right. Yeah, man. I'm actually with these callers today. Believe me. The mentality need to change. The mentality need to change before we can truly do better. All right. If we claim that we want to go in certain direction, we have to change the mentality 100%. All right. The link is there on the top, guys. So make sure to click it if you want to call in, and don't tell me that I had stopped you from calling in or censored you from calling in. Okay? Yes, I've opened a calling program. I don't see Juras and them mans there. You know, call in. All right, but every day they have a problem when I don't have any option there. So they want me to have an option. They want me to just have an option without Okay. Sorry. I saw this man calling. I never. Sorry, Mr. Damian. How you doing?
I'm good, JD. About yourself?
We are here, man. Pull back the background noise. The background noise.
The background noise.
It looks like you're having a show.
Hold on. Let me turn this down. Hold on. Turn this down.
You're going on with a bunch of things, you know.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, man. We are hearing you. We are hearing you booming down the place, you know.
It's Sunday, man. You know.
All right.
JD,
so Carla, you sound like exactly what the next caller that complain about. You're talking about your Sunday, you know. So if we boom down the place.
But that's exactly what I was about to say, JD. This is inherited in our blood, in our vessels,
in our blood.
Right?
Yes, all right.
If you look at West Africa and you look at the Caribbean,
yes,
it's no difference. You look at Brazil, it's no difference.
All right.
We love the flair. We're very jovial people. That will never change.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
But what we need, why do you think when you go to Jamaica, you see somebody can run the stop sign, run the stoplight, but when they come to America, that would never happen.
Okay.
If we don't have systems and implement systems, right, you will always have lack of discipline. It is what it is. But as far as this is our culture, you cannot denounce the flair. It is what it is. This is who we are.
Yeah, but Brazil has culture. But Damian, why it seems like Brazil can do something on the field? I watched Brazil against Nigeria, you know, and I could see the double overlaps them running. And Jamaica don't have flair like that. Brazil, Jamaicans can't dance like Brazilians. Let me come out. We're going entertainer. Which one do you think is more entertaining, Jamaicans or Brazilians?
I think they both are.
Yeah, I think the both of them just love dancing. All right. So why Brazil can do something in football and we can't do nothing?
Because Brazil is far ahead when it comes to implementing systems, JD. We have not. The closest we came to implementing a system was Rene Simon. That was it. When else has that the system in Jamaica has been implemented? It hasn't. Never. Look at Haiti. Everybody keeps saying, why is Haiti so decent or so good? It's because Haiti system was implemented way before Jamaica, and it's still there to this day.
Okay. So we need a system.
Right?
That's what you're saying. We need a system.
Yeah, we have to have a system.
Oh.
And I don't see how we're going to get a system when you have the last, when these guys are running for office. According to them, they have been the most successful campaign or regime since the JFS have ever been. Period. I don't know how true that is. Is that true in your knowledge, JD?
Well, repeat, please. Repeat, please.
They have been the most successful, as in since they've been there for the past 8 years.
I would have to check, because at youth levels we did qualify for World Cups. So how can they the most they the most successful? They weren't there at 2001. You understand? But based off the fact that the girls qualified 2 times under their wraps, some of the places that we went, we drew with Mexico, something that they talked about in U20s. The guys them go to a semi-final, qualified for Copa. So maybe that's what they are using. But I can't just jump to say they are the most successful. I can't just jump to say that they're more successful. But if they have the metrics and say that they're the most successful, what that actually means. Because the other teams, the other pools never had so much luxury to call on English players. So what that truly means.
True. But I think they're running off of the girls' success, the ladies' success, right? And I don't think that's somewhat correct, but not really correct. Because Sedella was the one that really, did majority of the work, right? So when I look at it, right, these guys are running with something is not correct 100%.
Yeah, I think they can't take full claim, because I thought that they got, just like how I've talked about Craig Butler, and I said Craig Butler will be getting assisted to be good, even if he's not the best management, but people want him to be successful so much because of the opposition that they're fighting against. He's going to be aided into success. So I think when Craig Butler finished with this, you're gonna say the same. Oh, it's Aritam, give him some help, Aritam. Yeah, but people wanted him to be so successful, they're gonna force over there, because what they're getting from the JFF ain't nothing. We have to be honest to ourselves. A bunch of confusion because a bunch of old men can't remember what they said before, or can't remember what they should have said, because both of them never have a conversation. Whilst you have Craig Butler, sometimes he can't remember either. But he's getting some success. He's bringing some hope to the actual youths them. So based off that, people will be gravitating to Craig Butler. I don't think he's the right man, but out of the two, he's the better one. I can't believe I'm saying that. I can't believe I'm saying that,
I can't believe
but I'm an honest person. I am an honest person.
Exactly. I'm actually agreeing with you. And I'm a Bailey Butler somewhat. Bailey definitely a fan. Butler, I'm in the middle.
What the JFF is giving people, what the JFF is giving, they are giving up the throne for a messiah, whatever type of messiah it is. Some would say a fake or whatever, but somebody just do some level of good and take over the crown from them. Just watch. Because they are so terrible. Anybody else looks better.
I actually, as I said, I 1000% agree with you. Right now, we're hungry for success. We're hungry
Anybody can just come along and take it off.
Exactly. And Butler, he's like a genius when it comes to marketing. And as you just said, I don't agree with him being in the front line for anything. I mean, he's decent, don't get me wrong. He's a decent coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he's the guy that we really need when it comes to the structure, when it comes to moving the football forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we're so hungry for this knowledge. We're so hungry for some kind of stability. We'll give it all to him and say, yes, this is what we need. Let's just take it. Because he's giving us somewhat success.
Facts.
Right? So this is where we are with the football.
Jason says, JD drinking his own cocoa juice. But people, listen to what I've said, Alright, Jason, before you talk, listen to this, Jason. Mr. Chung, you class him as educated, right? Mr. Speed, you class him as educated, and the president, I don't know what you would class him as, but I would assume that he has some knowledge over the time. So those are three. Hold on, Jason, hold on. I'm going to show you that maybe I might have to taste some of the cocoa juice. You understand me? But I'm just showing you why it might turn out that way. Just hold on. So we have just said all three of those things. When three of them come out to talk, Mr. Speed said yes. The coach, down to 5, this and that. And we had the belief that the coach was going to leave, but we never knew. Then the coach come out and said, yes, I told them. Then the next man come out and said, we never know nothing at all. We never have no belief. He just left we here. And so that is a recipe for chaos right there. That is one, Then the president sit down right here, not even saying nothing what the previous coach just said that he told him. So that means the president trash. He ain't doing nothing at all, not even passing information. I don't know how this man have a job then, if that is said to be true from Al Grimson. That is point one. It's going to only get worse from there. Right after that now, the next step for the youth 20s. The youth 20s, we said that it's a body hires coaches. And we set a standard for the coaches to have a license. Which level license Jerome Waite has?
I think that's what he's working on
success Jerome Waite has. So, even though Mr. Butler has no license, he has no experience in the JFF, just by him doing something on the opposite side and getting the fame, Jason, and we just talk about the culture that we have. They are going to see him as the Messiah. When I know that nothing like that is true. But it's the perception, Jason. And that's all what I'm saying. Because they keep messing up so bad, Jason. They are looking for anybody else to be the Jesus Christ that they are looking for. And that's all I'm saying. So maybe by that claim, I am going to be tasting some of the cocoa juice. I can't say nothing. Yeah, you're wrong with dear man. Because
no.
I think I have to taste some of the cocoa juice. I can't say.
It's JD, and it's sad, but it's true because it's the same. If you look at what's going on right now in the United States when it comes to our politics, it's sad, but it's true. It's the reality of what we're living in. It is what it is.
Perception becomes reality at all times. And these people, they are just going to go with the vibes. So that's why you're going to see Donald Trump become president. It's not because he's fit for nothing. That man is an entertainer, just like 95% of Jamaicans. But what makes the body moves more than anything else? The beat, the entertainment, that's what makes the body moves. So people just get the entertainment and say, you know what? I have nobody over this side. You could have told me about education all they want. I'm going to go with the vibes man over here because at least I'm going to be dying. But I'm going to be dying with some vibes. So he's going to take the next thing. You understand me?
Yeah, we don't stop and take a minute or two just to think, right? Because if you, I don't know how you, in your right mind, you could still have confidence in our administration. And you have a lot of people out there that has full confidence in the JFF. You understand what I'm saying? They have failed and continue to fail, right? Our president, he doesn't even speak, and when he does speak, his facts is not correct, right? You have Speed that's probably going to be the next president based on what you see what's going, because he's lining up himself to be the next president of the JFF, right?
Yeah.
So my thing is this, JD, is our football is in shambles, is poor, everything is poor. I don't know where we're going to get the help from. Hopefully we can turn this thing around.
So
we can make
they
it
said
to
they're
World
reaching
Cup.
out to Belgium, you know, Belgium to get some aid. So let's see if Belgium can come and help them, you know.
But I've been saying this. These guys, if you notice, first when I remember when Speed was coming on, his confidence of speaking, oh, these guys are so good, we can compete with anybody in the world. BS. I remember Mike Tyson says that everybody can talk junk, but when they step in the ring and I punch them in the mouth, it's now you wake up. So now he is reliving in the reality that he was talking foolishness. Yeah. So now since you don't have it, go overseas to get the knowledge. JD, it's okay to say, you know what, I'm wrong. I was wrong. It's okay.
Yeah.
Why we can't admit to our faults? You're wrong. Just like you went overseas to get all these different licenses. Go overseas, spend about a month in these people federation, and see how it's done and see how it's run properly. Especially if you're trying to line yourself up to be the next president. Because that's exactly what you're trying to do.
All right. So Phantom said, I don't think Speed would be a bad president. A bad president. And Brain Drain in the building says, being president would not benefit Sir Speed. Probably more harmful. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. And then Caribbean Rivers says, a bagger, double man them in the JFF. Why? It's just looking bad now, people. And once results not coming, people can talk. And people not going to stay on their sides. I'm very sorry, people. Because if people will stand for honesty, everyone wants to actually fight. Everyone wants Jamaica to get the benefits out of it. That's the one thing I think. It's just everyone goes to a different way. Yes, Sean, we know, Sean. We know. I'm just trying to close off everything.
But JD is we should get the benefit out of it, because if you look at how good we are on paper, why would we not want the benefit out of it? To me, this is the best team I've ever seen. Period.
Yeah.
And we have more guys that's sitting on the fence, but they're scared to make a decision. Don't you think these players talk, JD? All these players talk about how poor the administration is. So why would you now make a decision to go play for administration this poor? Don't you think coaches talk? We want to elect all these top tier coaches. Don't you think that they have their own communication? They talk amongst each other. Are we that delusional? You think you can get a top tier coach and this Al Grimsey is not talking to the guy?
Yeah, that is true. Ari's gonna reach out to him and ask the question. That is true. That's true.
Of course, they all talk just like you talk with some of your colleagues. You know the good from the bad. Who is in it for to bring Jamaica forward? Who's in it to make some money? All of them talk. So how the hell can you hire a top tier coach when your house is in a disarray? Nobody wants to come there and mess up their name that they worked hard for the past 30 years. Are you mad?
Facts. Yeah, man, totally.
So I don't see any top tier coaches coming there. Let's be real. We're delusional. No, we're going to have a decent coach, period.
Yeah. And just try to get us to the World Cup to cover the cracks then.
That's it.
And then the embarrassment starts down the line again. Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. Then it start back over again.
Yeah, man, that's true.
Same thing. You have top tier players. They want to make the move, but they just don't want to deal with this foolishness. Let's be real about it. All of them talk, just like we're talking right now.
Yeah. Facts.
You think a player that was working from 5 years old to now, that's worth $40 million, and you want him to come there and mess up his name and his career because of poor administration? Come on, man, let's get real.
All right. Yeah, man. Well said, Big Boss. We can't say anything more. People, why I am even doing this video, it's because I never got a chance to do any video for the longest while. So I just compiled everything because you guys commented. So I'm just showing you respect by your comments under the chat and come and dab it up. And that's all we're doing. That's all. So if I've not covered the next thing, like what Sean B said, that the next tournament started, I know, but I have to keep finishing a tournament. I've done U20s, now I'm on Olympics. Then I will come back to the Concacaf as well, and we will talk about the Jamaican teams in the Concacaf and the Suriname teams and everything. So we're coming, man. But a lot of football. Don't worry yourself, man. We're coming. We are coming. So big up yourself, big boss, and thanks for calling.
JD,
Yeah.
Again, thanks for the show. I'm always going to be here supporting you because you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, man, yeah, man. Even if you beat me, no.
You
At least you see that I'm an honest person. I call it as it is.
no, yeah.
So you see, when your Cuckoo Juice fan base gone off the boils and the context needs me to beat them, they are going to get the beating. All right.
No problem, my brother. Have a good day.
All right. Take care. Bye bye.
Take it easy. Yeah.
Alright, so people, if you just come in, please do hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Yes, so Sean Base had said that the competition starts, but we are going to put that in something else. We had a few more guys played, a few matches. Liam Bailey played a few matches. Liam Bailey. And we had Andre Blake in. All of the MLS players are actually in action at this point, so that is good. So all of our MLS players in action, and Liam Bailey played a few games. Alright, he played, let me tell you the last games that they played. They lost 4-1, got embarrassed by Columbus. I couldn't believe what I was watching, but it is friendlies, so you expect them to be rotating players and everything, and it's not the strongest team for Aston Villa. But we had Big Bad Liam Bailey on it as well. He started. Ross Barkley started. Barangia started as well. Then you have Rogers, Moreno, Pa Torres, Fenny, and Costa with Archer up front started. Good starting, Rasta, but it was not their best showing. Then Spartak, they had 3-0 winners. Liam Bailey had a goal in that one, and they played against Warsaw. They won 3-0 as well. So they won 2 of their last 3 games. Alright, 2 of their last 3 games. And they lost the last one. Alright, so their season is going good. Liam Bailey already in preseason, so that only can be good for Liam Bailey. Only can be good for Liam Bailey. Andre Blake coming back. That is good for the morale for the Jamaica team whenever we're going to be playing game, which is soon. So Andre Blake coming back, I think that will be helpful. Wait showed me some things that could be problematic here and there. Alright. I didn't watch the full match, but I saw Aruba team scored very early. But my team playing today, the defending champions, Robin Hood. Alright, here the hype coming out of Suriname there. Okay, my Jamaican have PTSD from Robin Hood, so don't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why he's mentioning Robin Hood 4 or 5 times? We heard there, Sean. We know. I know. You don't have to tell me that Robin Hood will be playing today. Alright? Yeah, so let me give you that guys. Let me give you that one before we run off, because 2.5 hours I will be doing Olympic football. I know that people complained about the Olympic, but tell you what, guys, I am not in the same world as you guys, and I have to do my job. And my job is to report on football. Alright, I have not seen the ceremony. And over where I'm at, if people behave in certain ways, they are not troubling me. So I'm not going to box them down, and I'm not going to stab them up. I'm going to walk past them and avoid them and go about my business, because in my mind, I know I'm not that, and it don't trouble me. So you have to start questioning yourself why it trouble you so much. You understand me? I understand people said it's about the disrespect of religion, but it seems like one of my subscribers, what they are doing troubled him a lot more. And I have to say, question yourself first if you're going to go out there and beat up people for no reason. I am here wanting football to be as best as possible, and I'm seeking good football. Jamaica football is so bad, I have to look for every other thing. So just leave me, let me look for my football, and don't tell me not to watch the Olympics. I've watched basketball, very, very much incredible. Big Bado, when Benyama dominated little Brazil yesterday, you know. So I I was impressed. The football so far, boys and girls, very high level football. Mr. Dre said Spain, Denmark wasn't competing with Spain. That's not true. Mr. Dre can put up all the metrics and show you that Denmark was competing with Spain in the first half until Ascona had that red card. So come on, Mr. Dre, give the man them their credit. All right. Yes, Sean hyping up himself. All right. Alright, so that's it for the Reggae Boyz and Jamaica's drama-filled football. Alright, we have talked about Mr. Butler. Oh, he might just turn up to be the savior for the people. And then we have to talk about the JFF and John Wall. Exciting times ahead. Who is going to be there identifying talent when nobody else have license aside from Mr. Speed? So what direction they're going to be going in the future? We have to look at all of those things. JD, the Olympic Spanish team is not the best in my opinion. They are not the best, but they are still winning. And once yesterday you guys were hyping up France. And to be honest, France never looked all that either. France never looked all that. They should have got dumped up yesterday. Japan started good. Japan never looked all that as well. Mali should have killed off Japan. Alright, so they had the chances and never took their chances. So, I think from game to game, let's give Spain some more games. You know, at least they are winning their games. Looking good like the others, you know, so give them a little time. Because if they do win it and become Olympic champions, Omar Fowling, I'm telling you. And be honest, the girls, them, better we just pick up the trophy for Spain and just give it to the girls, them. You know, because they look like they're going to smoke everybody. Alright? Shelly-Ann in the Olympics, JD. Okay, you know, I don't watch track and field so much, you know, but I will reel for Jamaica. I will reel for Jamaica once the girls them do good. You know, my athlete that I like, she has the same birthday as me. Elaine Thompson. Thompson or Thomas? I think a Thompson, you know. Elaine though, I know her first name. Elaine. I'm almost certain that it's Elaine. Whatever her second name is, but yes, Elaine. She's very good. I like her. I don't think she's going to be here this time. She looks like she has some difficulties. Yes. So I'm hoping that she's okay in the end. Alright, that is my athlete. She's not here. Oh, they said she's injured. She's not here. I know that she's not here. So I'm going to reel for the rest of the Jamaican players them. But runners, not players. It sounds like I don't know nothing about track and field, but it's okay. That's why I never did it. Because yes, it's Thompson era. Alright, thank you very much, Ryan Hall. So it is Thompson. So I got it right the first time. Alright? Elaine Thompson era. So she's married, yeah? So, oh, she's your favorite athlete and you don't know her name. No, man, sometimes I mix up the two last names, you know? Yes. Yeah, yeah, because I say Thomas, whatever, so much. Yes, but Elaine, listen to me, Brian. Elaine is a real one. You know, I heard her story and stuff, you know, and yeah. Jackson is the new sensation, I think. Okay, so we just leave our old athletes them. Because, Sean, man, you're getting the Jamaican syndrome, you know. JD, you sound like an Asian talking about tracks. Oh, my God. Guys, that's why I don't just run down sensationalism. People say that I should have talked on tracks because more people would have come and subscribed to my channel because we are good at tracks. But I don't know nothing. So I know about, I was around for long. So I knew that when you had Merlin Atty, you had a bald-head girl. Can't talk too loud, but thought her name was Diane Emmons back in 1996, 1997, 1996. Diane Emmons. You understand me? So that Julia Cockburn, something like that. Julia, something like that, you know. You had some good runners at that time. You guys will educate me. You know, 5 minutes to giving something that Jamaica is good at some credit, you know, the run track and field. So back in it, I have people, I am here a long time. I know about the history. Yeah, so Diane Emmons, man. Let me type it in. If it's Diane Emmons, let me type it in. Because I know, I remember her. Let me see Diane Emmons. Let me see if I'm going to see her in that track and field suit. Diane Emmons. Yeah, it is Diane Emmons. Diane Emmons. Alright, Dian Emmons. Yes, man. Back in the days. I am telling you. Yes. Dian Emmons. Yes, Dian Emmons. Yes, man. She was good, man. She motivated me, you know. Jason go, Jason Ferran. When Jason go now call my name. You know, I'm sleep. Alright. Umzo, tell him, stop calling my name. Yes, Dian Emmons. Yes, man. She was good. And you had Merlin Atty, Julia Cockburt, or whatever her name is. Yes. Ryan Hall. Yes, man. Dian Emmons. Back then, you know. Back then. Yes, man. Not going to say. And that's why it's not good for me to do these track and field things, you know. You understand me, Ryan Hall? Certain people should not do certain things. And me should not be covering track and field. It's not going to end well. It's not going to end well, you know, because I have nothing to say. Alright, track and field is good. And Jamaica winning a lot of things. So, I will just leave it at that. You know, but I like watching the girls them run, you know. Yeah, yes, they are doing a good job. You know, they are doing a good job, you know. And I will cheer them on, you know. Yes. Both man, I call your name in. Man, call. Oh, that's the same. That brother is something else. I can't bother with that dude, you know. Alright, let me tell you about a few more. You had Juras. I just said certain job is not for everybody. At least I be honest and said certain job is not for me. Alright, because it's not for me. Alright, MVP, Dian Emmons, Sharik Jackson, Merlin Atty, VCB. Yeah, Veronica Campbell was in the mood. Veronica Campbell is when Jamaica really started getting good at running. When I started to see people in Jamaica running out with pot and pans. Because Veronica Campbell, Veronica Campbell. That's her name, Veronica Campbell. Campbell. Okay, so she's Campbell Brown now. So all of them married. Alright. Let me see when she started to run. Alright, so 82, she's getting a little bit old. When she started. I remember in the early 2009 time, that's when Jamaica started to feel, because we had Asafa Powell, guys. We had Asafa Powell. Asafa Powell is just, yeah, I can't explain Asafa Powell, but Asafa Powell never won the real meets them, you know. Never won the real Olympics thing. You know, he always makes that short ballad man. Now, all of the short ballad mans beat up Asafa Powell on the right time, on the wrong time, sorry. Because those times we wanted the medals, but he never delivered. And then we had big bad Usain Bolt run onto the scene and got a medal. And from that, Jamaica track and field started to blow up. But before that, we weren't as impressive in track and field. I'm surprised that people act using recency bias and acting like Jamaica was good at track and field the whole time. I don't believe that, you know. Merlin Atty was the only one running up and down, and maybe one and few of our other girls them running up and down, and we're desperate for a medal. But after that spell, we started to get some medal and start to feel good, you know. But before that, we weren't winning nothing, man. Nothing at all. Merlin Atty was getting a lot of silvers and bronze and those stuffs, you know. And please don't forget Blake, because if you forget, he will get in his feeling. Oh, you and Blake. Yeah, man, you and Blake. I saw him over here as well, you know. Saw him over here once, you know. Yeah. But we just start win things, man. We just start win things. Merlin Atty was very good, but you had some runners at that time. I'm telling you had some runners at that time from the American region, or America, USA. They were not normal. We couldn't beat them. Herbert McKinley, that was way before that time. So we are good. 1,000 years ago, we were good. And then we were not good for a long time. And then we had Merlin Atty holding up things together. Pastor, why you're calling in, Pastor? When I am done, my show is done, Pastor. So why you calling now and extend my show to a long, long time? The Americans were on drugs at that time, JD. Man said the Americans were on drugs. We were never going to beat them. Oh my God.
I called in to prevent you from committing track and field suicide.
Pastor, I'm a very much honest person. I said I don't know nothing about track and field, and I'm just going back in my memory when we weren't good, Pastor. So you can't come and say we were good when we know we never win nothing.
Hello? That is why I called in, because I want to stop you.
Pastor, 1996 Olympics. Let me get the Olympics here. Pastor, let me talk. Because I know your history.
You're going to only say bad things, because I am here to tell you, you are saying bad things, and the track and field people are going to beat you.
They can't beat me. I never put track and field in my title. They are not going to find me. Alright? I am just saying we weren't good at that time.
JD, a lot of your football fans are track and field fans.
No, there are no track and field fans. Them just true we can hype. Pastor, a true we can hype. They are not track and field fans. You is a track and field fan. Alright? And around 2 other man in I chat. Everybody else know nothing about track and field.
Alright, well let me tell you something now.
Go ahead, Pastor. You have 3 minutes, I'm done here, Pastor.
Jamaica from the 70s,
yes,
have been punching above our weight.
So,
because
but hold on, Pastor, stop there. Pastor, stop there. Whenever I said nothing about the 70s.
No, but you said that we started doing well in the 90s.
Pastor, back, because I'm saying the patch between 1992 to 2006, we weren't all that, and that is true, Pastor.
That is why I called, because I was only listening to the program. That is why I called.
So you are calling in at the same time when I said Herbert McKinley. That was old. I had said that, Pastor.
I am not talking. McKinley's 1950s, brother, not 70s.
No, Pastor, that's how I said that was old. The period when we were all good, and what we're seeing now, when we had that dominance, was long time ago, 1955 to 1977.
You're trying to stop me from saving your life.
No, I don't want you to save my life, because I was not talking on those old guys. I was talking on the new guns.
I am not going back to the 50s.
Alright, but we're talking 90s, Pastor. None of these guys don't know.
No. Jamaica was punching above our waist.
3 minutes, having a Pastor.
In the 80s.
Yes, in the 80s.
Let me give you some help.
No, Pastor, you don't give me the help. Say what you're saying with your chest. Alright?
Alright, with my chest out.
Yes.
This is one time I am going to... alright, I am not going to save you. I'm just going to let them beat you.
Yes.
You know who is Grace Jackson Small?
Grace Jackson, you said?
Yes, Grace Jackson Small. She's married.
So Grace Jackson. Alright, Grace Jackson.
She's the silver medalist. 200 meter. Do you know who is Juliet Cuthbert?
Of course. Pastor, you know you not listen to my show? I just talk about the names and Juliet Cuthbert as well. So I just mention the Pastor. You see you not listen to my show?
No, listen. Sure. Do you know who is Raymond Stewart?
Raymond Stewart? No, I might have heard that name already, but I don't remember it.
Okay.
Why?
Raymond Stewart ensured that Jamaica had presence in every World Championship and Olympics finals.
Okay, so Pastor.
So he wasn't medaling, but I'm telling you that Jamaica was punching
above their weight
from in the 80s.
So what are they doing now? Pastor, no, just to bring the conversation one circle, I'm going to let you speak. What are they doing now? Because you said they are punching over their weight in the 80s. So what are they doing now?
They're dominating. They're dominating the world now. Okay. And we started dominating the world. From when Dion Hemmings became world record holder. From when we started dominating from those times. Veronica Campbell came on the scene and kept things up. After the likes of Juliet Cuthbert and Merlin Otti stepped aside, Veronica Campbell.
Yeah.
And then in 2008, the rest of the world was running for silver.
All right, Pastor. So, Pastor, What have I just said, Pastor? Did I not say
You
everything what you just come and
that
regurgitate?
Jamaica were not that good, man, quoting you now. We were not that good before the 90s. And
Yeah,
that
we
is
were,
what
yes,
comes
yes,
into
yes,
play.
yes, yes. We were not that good throughout the 90s. It was just Merlin Atty and these girls that I remembered was holding us up.
Jenny,
No, we are
Jenny.
very good. That's a wrong
No,
statement
no,
I've made.
no, Jenny, we were always good. Now we are the best.
Oh, okay. So,
We are second to correct.
okay. I'm very sorry, people. We were punching above our weights in the 1990s, and now we are the best. All
We are the
right.
best.
Because we weren't first and we weren't second either in the 90s. I was calculating it as we weren't all that good. So I've said the wrong thing. We have said the wrong thing.
Do you know that of the, it is 200 plus nations at the Olympics?
Yes, Pastor.
Okay, do you know that once you make it to the final of an event, you are in the top
Pastor, I'm old in the
world?
90s, Pastor. I'm big enough to have sense, Pastor. We were disappointed in the 90s. We did have high hopes just the same. We never had nothing.
Jenny,
That's what I make you know.
Jenny,
Can say you want to say.
Jenny,
Me go war,
Jenny.
Pastor. A whole heap of people me see a real flag and then a ball after when Merlin at and win nothing. Alright? So
Jenny.
yes, go ahead.
Everybody, and I'm going to get to this story very quick.
Mm-hmm.
America had a young lady running that they called her the Superwoman.
Mm-hmm.
And Marlene Otti made this statement: I am going to show the world that the Superwoman can be beaten.
Okay, nice.
You know what the authorities did? They come up with one fictitious story. The Marlene Otti tested positive.
Okay.
Now, Carl Lewis is still alive. And this interview you can find, or you can just ask Carl Lewis to confirm what you're going to say. In the River Paris. Carl Lewis said at the time, there are 3 athletes in the world. He will put his career on the line that they do not take performance enhancing substance. They know the drugs.
Oh.
None of them are like Americans.
So we are always great then, Pastor. You have to back it up. We are always great then.
Good.
Because if you claim to say it's because of drugs, while others them could have beaten us, we were always great. We were always this level. We just never got the medals. That's what you're saying, Pastor.
Let me finish the statement. Carl Lewis said the 3 athletes are Frankie Fredericks from Namibia,
Frankie Fredericks, yes, I know him.
and Marlene Joyce Otti from Jamaica.
Okay.
He said he knows those athletes and not even over the counter drugs. No matter how much pain they're in, you can't get them. It was the very same year that young lady, me nah do no further damage by calling her name. But she was dubbed the American Superwoman.
Claudine,
It was that.
only a little bit older than we, and we not pretend like so we never have no sense, and we never see. Alright?
It was that same year that young lady.
Pastor and Claudine, I know Tony love track and field, but what I've stated, Pastor, was not wrong. Obviously, you might have details in it.
We never so good. I'm here to tell you now that we are the best. We
Okay.
were good that time.
So Pastor, did I not say we are the best now, or we are one of the best? I still consider us as one of the best.
No. The statement you made that I took issue with
Okay.
is that you said we were not good.
We are not. No. I never said we are not
You
good.
said we were not.
We are not all that good. All that good means you are not good. Alright?
We were. And I am telling you.
Pastor, it is you like words. Pastor, you like words.
Yes.
I have said
And
we were not all that good. So, Pastor, you love words. If a man say we're not all that good, I have not said we are not good. We are not told. When we say Pastor, hold on. We can make a beat and teach you know, because them say you're winning, but make a smoke you. So if you claim to say you love words, and I said we are not all that good, that doesn't mean we're completely useless. I was just saying we are not at the same level as to what we are today. So stop spinning. So stop spinning narratives. Stop spinning narratives.
After the early period of the Rodens and McKinleys,
Pastor, you never forgot here because Pastor, when was McKinley? But why are you going so far back?
I am not going to the McKinleys. I said after the glory period in the 80s, Jamaica surged again, and Raymond Stewart on the male side was probably our dominant one. But remember, there was also Cameron, Butler Cameron.
So, Pastor not racing me. Pastor, what I've said is accurate. Pastor just brought the ingredients and tried to spin the word. Because I never said we are no good. I said we were not all that. We are not all that good. Which is true. Whether it's drugs, pugs, we are not all that good.
You're being unfair.
Alright, Pastor, thank you very much. If you said I'm being unfair, it's fair enough. You have given all the...
Hold on now. Marlene Atty was dubbed the Bronze Queen. Let's look at who used to beat her. Catherine Kramer, the two German ladies.
Thank you. Alright, continue.
Who were both banned, who were both given life bans for performance substances.
Okay, alright.
The whole German mechanism.
Yes.
And
but Pastor.
only them did I meet Marlene. And
alright, Pastor, stop it. Look, Pastor, stop it. Pastor, stop it there. How much people you just name? A beater? Two. So if we're and how much people beat we know?
No. That's why I said we are the best now.
Okay, so then why, if I perceive to come in third, is we are not all that good? Is a bad statement. Okay, so we're not all Pastor, not good. No, Pastor, stop going around. It's not good. Pastor, can we say I have never said we were not good, and we said we are not all that good. And obviously, can we say that is what I said? Alright, so Pastor. Alright, Pastor, but I had stated that it was Merlin Atty getting medal, so that means I was educated that she was getting medal. So it was my terms of word to say that we were not all that good. Because I had said every single thing that you had said as well, you know. I just perceived it as not all that good as to what I am comparing it with, Pastor. You are a man of words. And I'm sure.
Jenny, let me put in perspective what you're saying. You use the words not all that good. There are only 3 persons that get medals at a major championship. So when you use the word good, that's the bronze medal. You use better, that's the silver medal. You use best for the gold medal. You're using words. And this is why I keep telling people in communication, you don't only be grammatically correct, you have to be morally correct with your use of the language. Jamaica was good because we were medaling.
Alright, Pastor.
We were medaling. Marlene was getting bronze.
We in Beckford. You can't say I'm wrong. I was saying the same damn thing as Pastor. This is Pastor, people. He's just going to fit the words because he wants to argue. So we didn't stop me, Pastor, for you. I had said the same thing as Pastor. I had just used the wrong word.
We were not all that good, and I'm telling you, we were very good.
No, we're not, Pastor. No. That means you see, you inflate your ego now because you just explained. So when you come third, we're not very good. We are okay to good.
We are the full definition of good when we come third.
No, but Pastor, you just used the word very good. So, Pastor, you just used the word very good just a while ago, which is not accurate. Because you know very good if you come third.
I am saying it doesn't matter what you put to good. Good is the bronze medal. Very good for you to get the bronze medal.
All right, Pastor. You know what? JD, Pastor taking you back to be. I smoke, Pastor, but I true, me telling you, people can just use an ego against you. Make a non-biased person listen to this conversation and see if them not go to my side rather than Pastor's side. Believe me, I just to every Jamaican and I say, you know, Pastor said the right thing because Pastor said we're great. What you said, Pastor?
Hello.
There's nothing as non-biased. Alright, let me phrase it properly, Pastor. Call out a person where nothing about Jamaica, as it relates to our culture, and just know a little bit more track and feel, and then we ask them the same question.
JD, and they are going to use only statistics and tell you that I am 100% correct.
Alright, Pastor. Thank you very much, sir. I am not going to pressure you.
Because if you have,
oh my God, so
if you have Jackson Small getting a silver medal, how can you say we're not all that good?
Pastor, if we're going to 15 events, Pastor, who win 2 medals out of it, we're not all that good, Pastor. Stop the foolishness. Stop the foolishness, Pastor.
We are going in 15 events. That is a lie. We are going, hold on.
15? No. We never going 15 events. How much events we went into, Pastor, in 1996?
I'm going to name them out for you.
Yes, so just tell me the Pastor, tell me the amount, no? Tell me the amount.
100 male and female.
Yes.
200 male and female.
4.
400 male and female.
6.
That is 6.
Yeah. Relays.
The 2 relays. That is
8.
Yes.
Go ahead, no, continue.
That is 8. Hold on. Then we started going in long jump with the very fluid James Beckford.
9. Go ahead, continue.
That is 9. Then we had she used to run a Veer, 2 sister. Then she used to run the 800. That is
10.
Can't remember her name.
Yes.
That is 10.
Yeah. Let me continue.
Which other discipline? First, we went.
In
the 90s we did start the swimming. In the 90s we did start the swimming.
Thank you very much.
So hold on. So we are still at 10. Which other event we were? So we were at 12 because we did the hurdles.
12 for hurdles, yeah. You're gonna exclude swimming. You're gonna exclude swimming.
Huh?
You're gonna exclude swimming.
We weren't swimming in the 80s. We weren't entering swimming in the 80s.
No, but me never talk about the 80s, Pastor. Me talk about 90s.
Oh, but Jenny, you see, you're feeling. I'm not letting go for what you say. We weren't all that good in the 80s. You know, I am telling you that when we were doing these 12 events in the 80s, watch this now. Jamaica was winning relay medals. Jamaica was winning 400-meter medal. That is 2. Jamaica was winning 100 and 200-meter medal on the female side. That is 4.
But Pastor, you're talking a wrong time. Pastor, my argument that I was talking on was in the 90s. And I just said 15 events.
We were better than good.
So we are doing better than good in the 90s as well. Alright, so 1996 Olympic, Jamaica tally. Jamaica tally in 1996. Let me put it up. 1996 Olympics. Olympics. Because, Pastor, just one word. Yo, Pastor, man, I'm telling you, Pastor. Olympics 1996, Jamaica.
Go ahead.
Medal tally. Medal tally. Alright, 1996 Jamaica medal tally. And how much they have in. Alright, so Jamaica medal tally was 1 gold, 3 silver, 6 and 2 bronze. So 6 medals. 6 medals. 1 gold.
How many events did we enter?
No, Pastor. You're trying to be misleading right there now, because look, it's not
No,
one damn.
I said
Pastor,
event
let me
when
finish,
we
Pastor.
entered in 96.
Okay, Pastor, you is a tracksman, me is not a tracksman. You have to count the amount of personnels went there, because in one race we have 3 people. So stop spinning the narrative, Pastor. We have 3 people.
I'm not spinning no narrative. I'm saying to you.
So we have to count the bodies. We have to count the bodies.
We entered less than 15, or maybe just about 15.
And we have around
we
45 people. 45 to 50 people entering. So let me stop spinning narrative. So that has to come that has to come to our argument, because no, why we're saying we're the best, because we send 45 people and we're coming back with 13, 14 medals. Pastor? That's the difference? That's why we're saying we're the best now? Because we send 45 people and we get 13, 14, 15, 20 medals. You understand me? So that's what I'm trying to say.
We're not sending 45 people, we're sending 60.
Oh, Pastor, I'm just saying, oh my God, I don't know the numbers. I'm just giving you the actual number that I was arguing on. And I had a point, but you know what? 6 medals.
JD,
6 medals.
All I took issue with, and I'm saying this from when I came on, rather than saying we were only good, you said we were not all that good. And I'm saying, when you are speaking with relative terms and you use good, you have rangs above good, better, and best. We were good from in the 80s because we were making the finals in the events that we were entering in. We got better in the 90s.
Yeah.
And since 2008, we are the best.
Okay. We are sprinting nation. It's the cuckoo juice. No, it's not the cuckoo juice. Look at it now, Jason. I've gotten the numbers now. No, we had 6 medals. 6 medals in 1996. 6 we had.
So we can go higher.
Our Pastor. Pastor, you want me to go through the names them? Pastor? I have all the names them now. All the names for everybody that participated. And it's a lot of people. Alright, Pastor? You want me to go through the names them? Write down the list of a billion.
A lot of people. I never said it was not. I never said it was not. I don't have that contention to make.
Okay, so that's why my argument was we are not all that good, based off if I am not, no, Pastor, I am not using the word again. I was just going back to what I've said, Pastor. That don't mean I stand on it, no.
What I took issue with. When I speak,
Jesus said me I tried to change the metrics to just God, oh Lord. Alright, you know what? Alright, Pastor, you win. Your fan base them, Pastor, win. Alright? Jamaica was always good in track and field. They were always good. So when we were in Jamaica fighting that the girl never won the gold medal, which is Merlin Hattie in the 90s, Jason should be big enough. I don't know what he was doing up a grand spend, but he should be out there railing, alright, because he's not older than me and I am not older than him. I think maybe. I don't know, RNO said exactly. I've started this conversation and said I don't know nothing about track and field, but I just have the ears to watch some of the events then. So don't spin narrative now.
You were getting in trouble.
So don't spin narrative. I've started this R&R. I am not stupid to say that I'm an expert at things and I'm not a liar. I said I don't know nothing about track and field. So don't come spin the narrative.
You have to put it on the lawn.
Don't come spin the narrative. I was very clear. Alright? JD, you know nothing about track and field. Stick to football. But Big Boss, I never wanted to know nothing about track and field. I just gave you my feeling as to what took place in 1996. I was not. So, Pastor, you never hear me. So, me don't know nothing about track and field. You never hear that.
I heard all of that. I called in when you made the disparaging statement that we were not all that good. I heard all of what you said.
Okay.
And I am saying to you that we were good in the 80s. From in the 80s. We got much better in the 90s. And we became the best.
Okay, so in the 80s you thought that we weren't all that good.
Huh?
In the 80s you thought that we weren't all that good. But we got good enough. We got good in the 90s.
We were good. You see you're going back to that thing again.
No, I'm just trying to find when you perceive that we're not all that good.
In the 70s, we were not all that good.
Oh, in the 70s, we were not all that good. Okay. That's what you would have said. All right. I'm going to research
And
the 70s.
I would say we were not good in the 70s. Not all that. We were not good in the 70s. It took a while after the...
So we were not good in the 70s. You're saying that we were not good in the 70s?
I would say that.
Okay. All right. I'm going to check a track person and ask them. Yeah.
But it took a while for us. Now you go out. Yeah. In the 70s, we were actually rebuilding after that golden generation of McKinley and Roden and Wint and those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Pastor, take up. Pastor. I got to run, Pastor. Remember, I have an next stream coming up, Pastor. You call me, extend my stream. So we are going to chop up this again. Save this war. Pastor, save this war. I will continue this war on stream with you. All right. So take care, big boss. Okay. I have to run. All right. Yeah, big boss. All right. So that is Pastor, people. Pastor, you guys said Pastor smoke me. Alright, JD, tell us your thoughts on the world record of Florence Griffin Joyner. I would have to type in all of those things, Jason. I told you that I'm not the specialist on nothing. Alright, I was just watching like everybody in Jamaica, and I perceived us at the one time that we are not all that good. I talked about Merlin at when I menal. I talked about Diane Emmons. A lot of you guys never actually knew about remember about Diane Emmons. I remembered her because she was the girl that I saw and she was excited at the time. So I remembered her, you know, yeah. And that's all I said. I would have checked it. We won 6 medals. Alright? Yes, that's all I'm saying. And I'm saying it was comparing to now. And I would have perceived that we were not all that good at that time. That's what I've said. And I am going to stand with it. That's all I'm saying. But I know that we are very good now. Very good, if not the best now. That if not the best for the... I am not sure if we're... I thought we dropped off from us Usain Bolt in men. But for ladies, we kept it up for ladies. Those are things that we can't dispute. We never keep up men's running after Usain Bolt. We dropped off, especially in the 100 and 200. Can I all say that? I think that is factual. Because Usain Bolt's dominant. I don't think anybody repeated it. Ewan Blake never continued. He looks like he had some serious injuries. And nobody else took up the mantle after that. Alright, it was Canada, United States, the guy from Italy, that one. I know all of those stuffs. I was watching. Alright? JD, Jamaica wasn't dominant medals. 84, 3, 88, 2, 94, 92, 4, 96, 6, 2009, 2004, 5, 2008, 11. Okay, so we never win so much? Okay. We never won more than 11 medals. Okay. Damn. But 11 medals is still good. 11 medals is... And it's just track and field mainly, right? So that's good. Men's running is actually back right now. That's what I'm saying. Now I saw the young kid. And what's his name again? What's our virgin name? It's oblique guy. He's running, and then we just saw next guy defeated him. So now we might can get a medal. But before that, nobody else contested for a little while. All right. Stop now, JD. You are doing well. Hold your comments until this Olympics. How can you dominate when persons are cheating? Okay. Yeah, oblique. Yes. Oblique is the guy. And then we saw a new guy just came in after Oblique. Alright? So we dropped off for a period. Usain Bolt is the biggest thing Jamaica ever produced. No, tell me, say a lie, me I tell now. I think that Usain Bolt is the biggest thing. When you can talk all you want, but Usain Bolt is the biggest thing. No Herb McKinley, nobody else. You know, Usain Bolt is the biggest thing. Alright? So once he drops off, track and field for men drops off. Period. We have to be honest. And now we are getting 2 guys that I heard Usain Bolt saying that they are the future. Alright, so he's giving them his cosign at this point. Alright, yeah man. some countries work with better facilities hasn't won as much as us. That is true, and we never denied that. I just said one thing. All right. No one can dispute that. You saying, but yeah, you know, Pastor them, they love going to history. Oh, you know, the 1972 man that ran, and because of 7,000 drugs, that's why they never won 4,000 medals. They are better than Usain Bolt is the best thing. Alright, for the third time, JD, you know any good restaurants in Amsterdam, brother? For the third time, just go on your Google and check the restaurants, them, and you will see the stars beside them, Mr. United. Alright, good God. I don't know no restaurants in Amsterdam, bro. I just go to restaurants and eat food. And they are Jamaican restaurants, they are Caribbean restaurants. It's very easy to find them. Still about JD. I'm about to die. Yes, I'm done. But Pastor called in to fight, because they said I used the wrong word that don't strokes Jamaica's ego, that we were great in the 90s. So we are going to be back with part 2. I'm going to get people with more education than myself. I'm not going to be like the JFF. Alright. The man asking for personal recommendation. As I said, I go into restaurants. Man up here looking at restaurants name. Me no just go to Amsterdam and just go into a restaurant. In England, I don't know the names of it. I just go there and eat food. And box down food. You know, I don't have the time for you to remember no restaurants, bro. You know, I'm very sorry, people. Sorry, Mr. United, but I am not that person to be remembering restaurants. You know, I'm just brushing foods. You know, and if I have to go in my phone, I might find it, you know. But aside from that, I'm not going to find nothing. Alright, Mr. United, big up yourself. And why are you in Amsterdam? What are you doing in Amsterdam to want restaurant? Eh? Mr. United? Word of mouth is better. Brother, just go into one of the... I think the Caribbean restaurants are better than the full-flown Jamaican restaurants. That's what I would say. You know? So, go to the ones then that says it's much more multicultural. You know? But they do rice and peas and chicken as well. Think that... I have enjoyed those ones a little bit more. Let me type in restaurants here, and I can remember restaurant Jamaica, Caribbean restaurants, Caribbeans, and then I'm done, people, because I have to come up in an hour to do Nigeria restaurants. So I can in Amsterdam, because that's not near me. Amsterdam. All right, so. Alright, so let me see. Plato Loco, Caribbean cuisine. Very expensive. Yeah, that one. Madame Fifi. That one looks closer. Yeah, they have different rices and stuff. That is good. And then we have Reggae Rita. Reggae Rita is where you go. I think this is the best one in Amsterdam. Reggae Rita, she is the best one, definitely. You get rice and peas, you get your egg, you get everything. That's the one. Reggae Rita is the one that you would want. I think you would like as a Jamaican. Reggae Rita, I think that's the best one. So let me drop it in the chat. Reggae Ritas. Those people have connection in Belgium as well. Yeah, so that's the one. That's the one. Not me. My family is there and can't. No, man. Reggae Rita is a popular pop. That's actually the best, the number one. Man gone to Red Light District. JD, you're close to Netherlands? Yes, man. I'm 10 minutes away from Netherlands. Rotterdam is next door. Yes. So that's the actual best one. That's the number one rated one. And I know that for facts. So that one it's kind of a little bit more expensive, but definitely that's the best one. So you expect the best one to be expensive. And I think food generally more expensive than US over here, based on my information that I'm getting from my US people, you know. Yeah, so 20-30 euros upwards, you know. Yeah, so that means 35-40 US dollars upwards. Yeah. So people, not gonna hold you. We had a good stream. They said Pastor smoked me, but other people said that I am correct as well. But you know what? I'm going to get a tracksman different from Pastor. and see if he's going to say the same as Pastor. And then I will tell the masses of Jamaica, sorry, we were very good in the 90s. Alright? Yes. No problem, Mr. United. Big up yourself. Take care. Guys, have we hit 200 likes? Let me know. Alright? And you see, people? Same words. You know, the words trigger people. Alright? So, people, smash the like button on your way out. We will be streaming Nigeria soon. If you want, you can come over there. We can chop up some things. Alright? Bless up. Thanks yet again for another great one. We will see you soon. Bye-bye.